Welcome to Guard the Line High School Football Classic, brought to you by Mid-Southwest Entertainment Network. Mid-Southwest Entertainment, in partnership with Bandware, is a company with a mission to create unforgettable experiences. We have key programs that have captivated our community, enriched diversity, and most importantly, supported athletes and scholars. Here at MSW, we strive to build powerful experiences that keep us encouraging our communities. Hello, everyone. I am Chuck Holmes. I'm here with Coach Courtney Jackson.
How you doing?
Just fine. And Coach Larry Fennell. How you guys doing?
I'm good, Chuck. How about you?
Good. We're in for a treat for a ball game this afternoon. Creekside comes all the way from Georgia.
Yes.
But Coach Jackson, I want you to talk about DeSoto.
When you talk about DeSoto, I can say it once, I can say it twice, I'll say it again. It starts off and it ends with Claude Mathis. This man is on a 22-game win streak and back-to-back state titles. The first ever African-American man to win a 6A state title in Texas. And this year is no different than any other year. They're reloaded. They lost a plethora of guys that are going on to college, that are playing on Saturdays, but they have some kids, and it all starts and stops with number one, Tiger Riding, headed to Texas A&M University. When he's healthy, the run game is going to get 50 totes. And he's going to take 20 to 25 of them. He's always been the battering ram and then have other people there. What's new this year is Keldon Ryan comes in. Now you have a guy that can throw the ball, but he also can pull it at 6'2", 210 pounds, headed to Virginia Tech. When Tiger gets tired, they have a 6'2", 220 pound, 4'3", documented sophomore who's the number 2 rated player in Texas, the 2027 class, in Mason Cook Johnson. They're loaded on offense with a big line led by Byron Washington headed to Syracuse. On defense, everything stops and starts with number 15. He's the number 1 sack leader in Texas high school history. And Keelan Abrams headed to TCU. On the back end, they have tons of speed. Not much size, but tons of speed. Look for them to play really fast. New defensive coordinator, but the same system, and make a lot of plays.
Okay, we're looking at an offense last year that scored a little bit over 52 points a ball game.
Yeah.
And so they're high-powered, they're fast, and they're fun to watch.
Yes.
Coach Fennell, you got Creekside. These guys played in South Carolina last week. Now they're on the road again, and they're here in Texas. Experienced team on the road. Tell me more about them.
Yeah, Creekside is a team that plays multiple style teams across the country. They're always on the road going to play somebody. And Coach told us on the phone, he said, look, we like playing different styles because that allows us to be able to be ready for everything that we can see inside of Georgia, because he said Georgia football north and Georgia football south actually is different. So playing different teams in different places and getting his kids on the road and gets them prepared to play all these different places. And when you have kids like Caden Benson, 300 yards and 3 touchdowns last week, and you got a big guy named Tank. Anybody named Tank is on that line, you know Tank's going to be a load. So,
absolutely.
We'll be looking for Tank, and we'll be looking for other players out there. And Coach tells us all the time that these guys want to be in this. And he said his leader, Caden, is on everybody all the time about doing the things right. So this team is a veteran team. They're well-traveled. They've played lots of people, been lots of places. They've seen lots of things. And they're looking forward to this game.
Well, last week they went in, after we talked to Coach earlier during the week, they went into halftime last week. They were down 30-0.
That's right.
They ended up losing the game 30-27, but they came out the second half, and they lost in the last minute. Yeah. They came out in the second half and played their game, even though they were playing different rules than what Georgia usually plays by. Now they're in Texas, having to face maybe a little different rules here as well. But as Coach said, football's football.
Football's football.
You're going to play, and you're going to play hard. And so that's what they're expecting to do. We're looking at a Creekside team. They were undefeated the last 2 seasons in their league. Yes. And last year themselves, they were 13-2. Yes. So they're not a pushovers. We know what DeSoto's going to bring to the house. The crowd is here. Creekside is here. Creekside's ready to play. I think the coach from Millwood said about his team, it's a business trip. It's a business, and that's exactly what this is for Creekside. It's a business trip. So they want to come out here. They want to take care of business. They want to punch DeSoto in the mouth quick. Yes. And they want to hit him in the mouth hard. And they want to let him know that, you know what? We're not jet lagged. We're here to play.
The only problem with that is when you're trying to punch real hard, you leave yourself susceptible to getting hit in the face yourself.
That's true.
And so,
That's true.
you know, in this game here, I would like to think they're going to come out and their first goal of it is making DeSoto punt.
Right.
That's a win for them.
Right.
DeSoto wants to play fast. They want the weather to dictate the game.
Yep.
They want the heat elements. We saw what it did in the first game.
Yes.
Lots of cramping. These guys have been practicing in 170-degree heat. When I talked to Coach Mathis, he was disappointed that it wasn't hot.
Okay.
That's what he said earlier today. He was disappointed it wasn't as hot.
You should have played this afternoon. Here's the kickoff. Little squib kick knocked down. Oh, and recovered by Creekside right off the bat. They had a little squib kick. It was kicked by one of the up linemen, and Creekside recovers the football. And they're going to start excellent position at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, Chuck, when you come into another place to play, when you've been on the road, you have to pull out all the stops. And we see this onside kick here actually hits a DeSoto player, which made the ball live. At that point, it didn't have to go beyond 10 yards, and Creekside was right there to jump on it.
That's right. That was
What you're taught.
That's what you're taught.
What you're taught, Larry, is if you can't get it with your hands, you let it go to the next line, and you block.
That's right.
Coach Mathis is irate right now because in no way do you kick the ball and think you're going to be able to get it.
That's right.
This is not a soccer ball, and we're not playing soccer.
You're right, Coach. You are definitely right.
Well,
They're in empty formation.
Ball was recovered by Brent Johnson, setting up the Seminoles with very good field position for their first drive. Very good defense.
And there we go.
That's Kiki Abrams, you guys. TCU commit.
Kiki Abrams comes flying in, disrupting the play.
What you saw there, they were trying to have Larry and Chuck a little bit of action and then run a screen play. And if you don't block him initially, he'll get back there too fast. You gotta account for Kiki Abrams.
Caden Benson quarterbacking for the Seminoles, calling the signals. Quick handoff, number 6, trying to get around the corners, able to do so, pick up about 3 yards on the play. That's going to be Paul Eric. Going to show our starting lineup here for Creekside. Well, we're going to try to read that, but my glasses aren't that strong anymore. So we'll try to get it to you later. But there's a direct snap.
It's a great play by the linebacker right there. They tried to run a little QB counter, thinking they were going to empty the box with DeSoto with that motion.
Yeah.
The linebacker reads it right, making it be 4th and about 5.
Yeah, he read that right and stood right in that hole and waited for that guy and broke down and made that tackle. We saw some missed tackles in the first game, but this one, not so much.
4th and 5. Creekside's going to go for it. They may try to draw him offside. Caden Benson looking to the side, changing the play.
I don't know about this. I guess when you kick the onside kick, you got to be prepared to say you're going to do whatever it takes.
There's the snap. Caden looking to go. He's got a receiver, throws it just behind him. He had his man. He just missed him. He missed Dylan Vickerson.
Yeah, it's tough when you have pressure right up in your face like that.
Yeah.
You know, he's not the tallest guy out there, but you see he drops back and he's got pressure in his face and he's just a little bit wide. You know, we'll say the wind caused that since that was his first pass, but we know he missed that.
That's a great win by Coach Chadwick and his defense right there, though.
Yeah.
That's a sudden change. Something happened like that. You get on the field, you can't complain, you can't cry. Go 4 and out.
Yep.
It's very hard to defeat teams who want to go 4 down.
Yes. It looks like Creekside is going to be that team that says, hey, we have nothing to lose, so we're going to have to go all out.
DeSoto running their first play from scrimmage. Number 1, DeAndre Wright on the carry.
They had a safety about 28 yards deep right there, if you guys noticed that.
Saw that.
Get the papers.
Play number 2, the little swing pass. Able to turn the corner, pick up some positive yards. May have gotten the first down. Yes, he did. Number 3, Kevin Ryan. Quick snap up the middle. Once again, DeAndre Ryden on the carry.
got a stoppage in play, but I'm not sure why they stopped it.
Starting lineup for DeSoto, number 3, Keldon Ryan. DeAndre Rodney, number 1. We have Christian Fantroy, number 9. Sherrod Baker. We have Elijah Andrews and Xavier Atkins. Brian Washington, the big left tackle, protecting his quarterback. Looks like Keldon Ryan was in trouble on that play from the snap. Creekside's defense did a good job of closing in on the runner.
He was trying to read that, and he was trying to ride as long as he could, but that Creekside defense was inside of DeSoto's offensive line so fast, he didn't have a chance.
And guys, look for this. DeSoto tempo is faster than anybody I've ever seen before. When you get tired, I guarantee the coaches are going to be telling them to take a knee just so they can get some substitutions in, because they don't want to have it to where they get caught with too many guys on the field.
You mean in Creekside?
Yeah, with Creekside, but
okay.
DeSoto's going to tempo.
Going up long, going up top. He got a man wide open. Touchdown!
Touchdown, just like that. Just like that, over the top.
Awesome throw.
You throw. Oh, and we got a flag down. We got a flag down.
It's after the play. It's after the play, and I think it might be a situation of some kind of form. It could have been taunting, but usually you don't get taunting calls when you turn towards your own team as a lineman. Yeah.
Well, that was an outstanding throw regardless.
Outstanding.
Outstanding throw by Keldon Ryan.
That was a dot, wasn't it?
That was a dot.
As the kids say, that was a dot.
That was a dot.
Yeah.
That was a dot.
And let me say this, that kid, Dalen Singleton, is headed to SMU. He's one of the fastest kids around. He's a 20-point kid in the 200. He is been going to state and the regionals in track since he's been a freshman. So if you play him press man-to-man, that's what he did in the state championship. 3 touchdowns on 3 catches.
Yeah, he showed great separation, 5-yard separation on a guy that had jammed him at the line of scrimmage. So, yeah, you were right, Coach. You got your 4x1 is out there on the field.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough to handle.
That was an excellent throw and an excellent catch. Creekside will be penalized on the kickoff. Creekside will accept the penalty on the kickoff. Lining up here, waiting for the extra point. Destin Oyekuku with the extra point. We're going to take a look at that. See if we can look at that again. And DeSoto starts off with a 7-0 lead.
And there it is. There you see that separation down on the end right there. As he started separating about the 15-yard line. And by the time that ball hit the middle of the end zone, he was a good 5 yards away from the defender.
Since he's been 9 years old, his dad has given him a name. Dennis Singleton gave him a name called Sweet Feet. And he's lived up to it. Sweet feet. Sweet feet. Fast feet, whatever you want to call them. The feet, when they clicking, he's running by folks.
Yeah, when he made that first move on that to get around that D-back, you can see as soon as he became even with that guy, he was already ahead of him.
And not to mention the offensive line with the great protection that they provided, because you got to have that time. I don't care how fast he is, it still takes time.
It's execution, and it starts with the upfront part of it, too.
And the offensive line gave him excellent time, excellent opportunity to throw the football to make a perfect throw, too. So here we are, DeSoto's on top 7-0. 9:03 left here in the first quarter.
What's interesting is going to be the offense for Creekside this next series. DeSoto's 4 or 5 plays, touchdown, body blow,
Knockout.
one throw, touchdown.
Right.
How do you come back? What do you do back with that?
Right.
You had 4 plays to get 10 yards, and you end up only getting 6.
Right.
We'll see what they do in this next series. And that penalty actually was against Creekside, it looks like.
I'm just noticing that, yeah. The penalty was against Creekside, so it was not against the Eagles. I hope I pronounced the young man's name right. About to kick off again.
Is that 3 points if it goes through the upright?
Kick the, well, no, it doesn't. It's not 3 points. Well, not in this league. Who knows? Maybe one day it will be somebody.
I'm just checking. I'm just checking.
The NFL keeps changing their rules, so you never know. So anyway, Creekside will take over the 25-yard line. First and 10. Well, they started off on the other side of midfield and 3 and out. Let's see what they can do now that they have the ball. How well they can drive the field.
They're coming out in empty formation right now.
Empty formation. You get 3 to the left, two out wide.
This
empty
is usually
backfield. Quarterback keeper. Grab around the top. Get a little drive in his leg. Picked up about 6 yards on the play.
I couldn't spit it out fast enough. I was going to say this is usually a QB draw. When they're that wide, what you're trying to do is hit a crease and go. DeSoto did a good job of keeping 6 in the box. When they keep 6 in the box, they're in a better situation of tackling that quarterback.
Caden Benson on the carry there. As you take a look at the starting lineups for the DeSoto on the defensive side of the ball. DJ Rump leading the pack. Jace Douglas, number 20. Number 5, Caden Mathis. Mathis is a senior this year, coming in at 5'10". Okay, got a little bit of delay here. Not quite sure what's going on.
Like a chain malfunction right now. That's what's going on.
Okay, so they're trying to fix the chains. Oh, I see yes. All right, Coach Fennell, how do you rebound from that?
Well, for Creekside,
quick hitting them out.
For Creekside, you start off with an onside kick, so you already know that you're going to be gambling the rest of the day, right?
Yeah.
So you've tried to run first few plays, very successful on those plays. So as a coach, do you change from what you're doing, or do you continue to what you're doing with your game plan? And as we see right now, they're going to continue with that game plan. However, as time passes, you're going to run out of time. So you need to make some changes real quick.
The pass out to the flat that for no gain, basically. Yeah, Caleb Holmes.
Isn't it interesting? You run with that formation the first 2 plays, Larry, and then on 3rd down, the receivers come back into more manageable now because you actually have to play football now.
Right.
Trips at the bottom. Here's the snap. And he throws. Almost should have been a pick 6. Should have been a pick 6. He threw it right to him. He just
That's Jai
couldn't hold on.
Trawick right there. Jai Trawick. Great drive on the ball. But they say, well, most DBs, that's why they play DB,
That's why you play DB. That's right. That's right.
Pass is intended for Dylan Vickerson.
DeSoto ran a great stunt right there. You get so used to Kiki Abrams coming off the edge. They set wide. He ran an ET loop. He came scot-free. If the quarterback holds it a half a second longer, he has a chin strap issue.
That's right. That's right. And that's what Creekside is facing right now. Their offensive line is struggling right now against that front 4. So, they're going to have to make some changes over there. That offensive line coach is going to have to make some changes over there.
You got to delay a game. The play clock ran out.
We saw a lot of this early, Chuck. So I'm kind of starting to think that this clock starting a little faster than what the referee has set the ball.
And this is the least practiced position on the play on the field. It's punt. Nobody wants to concede they're going to punt the ball a whole bunch.
Right. Yeah. Christoph Fontroyd back to receive the punt. Lets it bounce in front of him. Takes a DeSoto roll. Comes to a halt at the 43-yard line of Creekside.
So we're going to see the wind play havoc in this game as well, as it's blowing our papers all over the place up here.
And the crazy thing about that wind didn't affect that first throw.
It did not.
It looked like it was it was windless.
It was cutting the wind.
Creekside.
Is it unusual to you guys seeing this safety so deep?
Yes, that's very usual to see a safety be that far back, especially in a single high safety.
He's about 24 yards deep.
Right. That tells you that they respect the speed of DeSoto.
Rob Baker was in motion. The pass was intended for him. A little bit wide.
Yeah, I think Baker was supposed to be moving a little faster than what he was. He was kind of floating out there. You know, if I'll call that play, I'm telling him, hey, you can't float out there. That quarterback needs to get rid of that ball, and you need to get to your spot before the defenders overtake the blockers.
Yeah. It's going to bring up second down. Trips to the bottom. Single receiver up north. There's a handoff. Big hole up the middle.
And there it is, Coach. That's what that single high will do to you. If you got a single high out there, you don't have anybody in the middle of the field. If you can seal that middle linebacker off, which is what they did right there.
I'm curious now, how deep does it get when you're at the 19-yard line?
Well, at some point, they got to stay in the field to play.
That's what I was saying.
Here comes DeSoto. They're moving the ball quick. Big quick pass.
And there's that quick offense.
That's the sophomore, the number one prospect in the country.
Ethan Fester brings that in.
Feaster. Yep.
Play before that was DeAndre. Right. DeAndre Wright. Hurry up again. Here comes DeSoto. Here's a handoff again up to DeAndre.
Good read.
He powers up to about 12-yard line. It's going to make it about.
They're playing Gines. I think he's in there for injury situation right there.
Okay.
That was a good job by that defensive tackle right there of holding Gines and stifling him and really kind of cut off the run play. That tackle was in the 3 technique and got all the way across his face.
Yes.
3rd and 1. There's the snap. Handoff again. DeAndre, he powers forward, runs over a couple of guys before he's brought down by a swarm of Seminoles.
What I do love, though, Larry, is when you see linemen having to stop blocking, that's always a great situation.
That's always a great situation. You want your linemen to, as the blind side, block them to the parking lot.
Quick snap again. The handoff to right to DeAndre. DeAndre powers it in. We got some more. We got flags on the field. We got some extracurricular activities going on between two guys. But gentlemen, that was an excellent drive by DeSoto. They put together a really good drive. Some big runs, good blocking. They up tempo. They didn't give the Seminoles a chance to even substitute off the field.
Yeah, you know, if we really want to go back and look at who used to do that all the time, that was the Peyton Manning special. Yep. I'm going to keep my offense moving as much as I can to keep you from being able to substitute and get fresh players in.
Especially when you have another team that's reeling. Don't give them a chance to catch their breath.
No, you got to keep pounding them, keep moving forward.
The Eagles didn't give them a chance to do that.
You can't change your defense, can't do anything.
Yeah, they're currently up 13-0, looking for the extra point to make it 14. 6:17, and we're still in the first quarter. Not sure who the penalty was on, but we'll find out at the kickoff. It was offsetting penalties or if it's on a particular team.
Well, they call it the wet seal thing, where you pancake somebody and you want to kind of belly flop on them and roll over them and stuff like that, and the defensive guy just got frustrated and kind of threw him off.
Right.
You're going to pancake me and disrespect me?
Exactly.
No, come on. There's a botched snap. They try to run to the outside, but Creekside's going to stop that. And so the extra point is no good.
That was Legend Howell, the backup quarterback. Snap was a little bit low. New snapper, new holder from last year. And right there, those are some of the things that...
Those things you're going to see in the early games of the season.
Yeah, so here's the touchdown. Here's the last touchdown run.
There.
DeAndre Wright.
He just ran right behind the big man, right off tackle right there.
Yep.
Plowed right through.
And you see the big man he's still stiff on him.
He's still blindsiding him.
And they're gonna get it, and they're gonna let him know about it.
Yeah.
You know,
it's gonna be a long day for that young man on the outside.
If he's got to contend with him all day long.
Long day.
You got to contend with Byron Washington all day long. 6'8", 400 pounds.
Professional care you deserve. You need to insist on accident and injury chiropractic. Don't settle for anything less. Call them today at 214-946-PAIN or go to accidentinjury.com. My apologies to the Seminoles. Georgia. Creekside Seminoles.
Hey, stick around, football fans, because the action doesn't stop here. Coming up later today as part of our doubleheader, the Creekside Seminoles. Well, this is our second half of the day. So, but Creekside Seminoles are here playing DeSoto. But enjoy fun activities in the parking lot between games, after the game, and before the game. They include the bouncy house for kids, tailgating parties, and plenty of delicious foods and music to keep the excitement going. So whether you're here in the stadium or watching live on MSW Entertainment, it's going to be an unforgettable day of football. I know between games we were out and they had the DJ going, the music was playing, the kids were in the bouncy houses, the smell of barbecue was, it was pretty good.
I needed some of that fresh Ease lemonade they had out there.
Indeed. Looks like that penalty was against DeSoto, so they'll be kicking off from their own 25-yard line.
Kind of get a little parched up here. Need some liquid.
It's a good kick, fellas.
It's a real good kick. That is an excellent kick. They're kicking with the wind, and so that's an excellent kick by the kicker and a great special team play. So,
you know, I was watching that in pregame. I was interested to see how the kickers were going to do, and I noticed that DeSoto's kicker was putting the ball in the end zone, going that direction most of the time. So
from the 50-yard line, he was kicking to the end zone.
You know, all summer I would come up here during the summertime. He and the punter were up here for 2 or 3 hours every morning getting kicks in. And so when you have a guy who's a 4-year kicker in Angel Diaz that's out playing Division I football right now, it's great to have somebody come in who can pick up seamlessly like this.
Yes.
Okay, Caden Benson. He can't get his team on track. There's a handoff. Didn't go anywhere.
Marshall Curvin right there. You guys, 5 years ago, number 10 was one of the top running backs in football. No, he's D-tackle. 3-year starter at D-tackle.
So he grew from a fullback to a D-tackle.
He never was a fullback. He was actually a speed burner tailback.
Just a loss of 2 on the play. The Seminoles try to get something going for their own 18-yard line. Step back, and there's a throw. There's a catch across the middle. Good throw by Caden.
That was a good route right there. It was a good route. Nice slant. We've been asking where the slant has gone in football. You don't really see slants a lot anymore.
Pass completed to Dylan Vickerson. Creekside going no tempo. No, we're going to have this ball with snap. We got to. You know what? If you're going to be offsides and the quarterback's going to stand there and take a shot at him.
They'll take a shot.
Yeah.
That's Aiden Miner, right? That's one of my former football players right there. They call him Big Gooch. And he's a sophomore. He's one of the best run stoppers you're going to run across. But, gosh, they kept on getting him with the hard count. And at some point in time, he just said, forget it.
We got a replay right here.
His motor's going. His motor's going.
Here's the first guy.
His motor's going.
Let me try it one more time. I got to get him. Go down there, fellas.
And what did they say? Play to the whistle. He didn't hear the whistle.
He didn't hear the whistle.
So he kept on playing. So it's a 5-yard penalty. 5-yard penalty against DeSoto. Okay, guys, let's get ready for a musical showdown like no other. Tomorrow, Sunday, September 1st at 1 p.m., the band wave is taking over DeSoto Eagle Stadium. The event is a classic battle of the bands featuring the local high school marching bands along with some of the best from historically black colleges and universities. It's going to be a day filled with rhythm, energy, and incredible performances. You can catch all the live action right here on MSW Entertainment. Don't miss your chance to see these talented musicians light up the field. Tickets are on sale now at msw-ent.com. With pre-sale tickets available for just $15. It's a Sunday afternoon you won't want to miss. So tomorrow, Battle of the Bands. And both teams brought their bands with them. Look across the field, you can see what Creekside's band made the trip. Down below us is DeSoto's band. Millwood made the trip, coming from Oklahoma City. And so did the Pine Bluff Band. They made the trip. So they'll be staying overnight. They'll be competing tomorrow with a couple of HBCU bands.
Right now.
Goes off left tackle.
3 or 4 runs so far today, Chuck. I think netting probably minus 2 or 3 yards. The only problem with this spread formation is that you're getting those residual hits on the quarterback.
Yes.
Those hits are going to add up. Because even though he's not sacking them, they're getting quality hits on him.
Right. No gain there. Caden goes back looking to go deep. He's got a man out there, but
good D.
Good defense play.
Good D. Good D. As a cornerback, you use that sideline as another defender. You don't have to touch your man, but you just keep your body on him and run him into that out-of-bounds line.
Dixon looking for Dickerson out there. Good defense by DeSoto.
And it looks like they're just picking on one side of the field, which is their sideline.
Yes.
And if I can see it up here, I know DeSoto can see it.
They can see it as well.
They got to work this other side of the field, if you ask me. Quarterback has to look this way.
Once again, man in motion from the backfield. Now he rolls this away, looking to keep, but he's going to run right into the defensive wall from the Eagles. No gain on the play. That brings up 4th down. It's going to be 4th and 7.
Yeah, Creekside doesn't do anything to stop this defensive line right here. They're going to have a long day. Right now, we're seeing the defensive line play on the other side of the ball, which is at an offense. You do not want that. You cannot run your offense that way.
Yeah.
It's like they're bringing their punting team out.
And I'm really excited. They decided to punt.
Yes, I mean, that's a smart move right now. You need to punt the ball. You're still in your territory. You need to try to flip this field and do something to gain an advantage later on, because right now it's not working out for you.
Going off to the sideline, takes the bounce. DeSoto clears the zone and is going to come to a dead stop on the 29-yard line. So the Eagles will start from there. 1st and 10. That's a pretty good punt against the wind.
That's a pretty good punt.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad punt.
You know, the thing about punting into the wind, you have to make sure that ball is a spiral. You know, you don't want that ball to tumble in over end, because when the wind catches it and will just hold it up and just drop it straight down.
I want everybody to just, I keep on emphasizing this. I've never seen a safety this deep besides Ed Reed.
Yeah, I mean.
He is literally from the.
He's on the other side of the field. Literally.
He's over 30 yards deep.
Yeah, he's 30 yards deep.
A big hole up the middle. Keldon Ryan exploits that big hole as he moves it out to just to the 45-yard line.
And he's just getting his feet wet, you guys. Keldon Ryan is a runner.
Yeah.
And a couple more plays like that, he's going to bang his head on the goalpost.
Yeah, he's filling the game out right now, and he's trying to get everybody else in the rhythm.
That was a gain of 14. Another big hole. And there he goes down to outside to the left to 35. He's going to be run out of bounds by that deep safety we were talking about, but another big hole.
Yeah, but if that safety's 30 yards down the field, that's a 30-yard run.
Yep. Another big hole as DeAndre Wright ridden.
There's Coach Mathis coaching the running backs up. You know, Clyde was a great running back in college. He's telling Tiger so you got to rip that arm through there and bend down and rip that arm. The guy's trying to cut you.
That's right.
I wish you guys could see the footage of it, everybody we're talking about it. You can see the footage of what Coach Mathis was doing.
Play clock's down to 10 seconds.
I like animated coaches. I was animated, so I like watching animated coaches.
They have one-on-one at the bottom.
Ryan takes the snap, one-on-one, looking to go deep over the top.
Oh,
They're going to get a little hand action down there, but they're going to let him fight it out.
Hey, the players got to play.
He was looking for Fontroy.
In the NFL, that's an illegal contact.
That's illegal contact.
It directly affects how you go about getting that ball when you hit them 20 yards down the field like that.
If you make a guy change the direction just a little bit, they're going to call illegal contact all day long.
Trips up to North. Caden hands it off.
But it looks like
big run for DeAndre.
What Creekside is trying to do, you guys, and I know I cut in on that, they're trying to time run blitzes.
Right.
They're trying to time it. And it's similar to what we saw yesterday earlier today with Pine Bluff, where you kind of recognize what's going on and you try to time some run blitzes.
Good throw and a catch.
Yeah, right now we see the DeSoto offense kind of clicking, though. Yeah. They're moving forward and not backwards.
Catch by Antron Edmondson. Picked up about 4 on the catch.
It's going to be 4th and 2, and watch them. Watch this box. Watch these linebackers all be triggering down.
Ryan's pass is complete to DeSoto.
Got a timeout. DeSoto's going to call a timeout. You mentioned it. You've watched DeSoto. Their tempo. You mentioned it earlier, Coach Jackson, that their tempo is nothing like you've ever seen, or anybody else has probably ever seen in this country. The way they just get up on the ball, they know what they're going to do, and they run the play.
And if you talk to Coach Mathis right now, he's going to say he didn't like the tempo.
Right.
He's going to say they weren't going fast enough.
Right.
They practice 7-on-7 with tempo.
Right.
And it's still going to be the next down, no matter what, in 7-on-7.
That's right.
They want tempo, tempo, and they want to wear people down. going to be interesting on his 4th and 2 right here. Tiger Riding left the game looking like he had a little bit of a malfunction with his helmet. They appreciate him so much, they called timeout to get him back in the game.
Yeah.
Well, that also lets you know who was getting the ball.
Well, it's a great chance, sir. It's a great chance, sir.
And it makes sense. You know, Coach Matthews he's not trying to waste a play. So he wants all his best players in on each play. So why not take a timeout? It doesn't seem like he's going to have to use one.
But you go from 205, 5'11", 205 to 6'2", 220.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a luxury, right?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Not very many teams have that.
It's 4th and 2 for the Eagles. Eagles up 13-0. There's a handoff again. Big hole up the middle.
Is that a flag?
I don't think it's just a piece of paper or something, but it did look like a flag. But
it did. Look, multiple pieces of paper.
Yeah,
start watching the defensive linemen, you guys, and start watching them.
Again, hand the ball off to Tiger as he moves it up to the 7-yard line. You see how long Clayton held onto that?
Yeah.
He's reading the defense. He held on that for quite a while. They're set up and they're ready to go again. He pulls it this time.
Touchdown.
Fills into the middle and scores his touchdown, running touchdown. That play was set up in the last play. That was a good job from DeSoto as they were able to move the ball down the field up tempo to keep the Seminoles on the heels.
Watch this replay here. He puts it in the belly of Tiger, pulls it out, turns a quarter, nobody there. That's a touchdown, folks. They've been setting that play up.
Keldon Ryan with
the first quarter.
With this touchdown run.
If you've been getting hit with that straight jab and Sugar Ray Leonard starts waving that one hand at you, and you've been getting hit with that straight jab, and he's waving it. What are you looking for? That wave, right?
He's looking for the wave.
And then the other one hits you.
And
that's what happens right there.
Yeah. Focus on this hand over here. Why you hit me with that one?
Yeah. And that's what happens. So they're looking good. First 3 series, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, they're looking real good, Coach.
Comes the extra point. Kick is up. Good snap. Good hold. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 2:02 left in the first quarter, DeSoto is ahead 20-0.
There's that replay.
Simple reverb once again. The big hole. Big hole on the side. Well, so far, DeSoto's been able to do pretty much what they want to do. And Creekside is still reeling a little bit. It's first quarter, and they're down 20-0.
Yeah.
But remember, last week they were down 30-0 at halftime.
At halftime, and then came all the way back. Had to leave with 1:33 left in the game, and just kind of lost it. But
this is a little bit different monster, though.
I was just ready to say that.
I was going to say this. DeSoto is different than what they saw last week.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, and when you run into a monster like DeSoto that can run, that can throw, that can play solid defense, you're not just going to come back from 30 points down.
No,
right?
No.
You know, so. You know.
And they're not going to stop scoring either, you guys.
No.
I mean, that's another part of it. You know, you look at Chuck Robinson, who's the offensive coordinator. He and Kerwin Sweeney, who's the passing game coordinator. They're going to get 50 runs.
Yeah.
But they're going to throw the ball 30 times.
Yep.
And they want 80 plays, and 80 plays in high school football with a tempo.
It's a lot of plays.
It's a lot of cramping, like we saw earlier.
Yes, sir.
A lot of pickle juice needs to be consumed.
Walmart's just around the corner.
Right around the corner. We need to get a plug from Walmart, don't we? We should really talk.
They are one of the sponsors.
They're one of the sponsors.
There it is.
Walmart is one of the sponsors.
Thank you, Sam. Sam Walmart, thank you.
Now, we are talking about an offense that can run up to 50-something. They scored over 52 points a game last year, so they know how to score. They know what to do when they get their hands on the football.
Coming more in a balanced set this time with 2 backs in the backfield, pistol.
Big hand, a big hole up the middle.
Ran
able to exploit it.
Ran insert and split him a little bit. That was a great play right there.
That was a good play right there. That was one that they hadn't played yet. They hadn't run yet. So
that was Anthony Hill in the backfield with that.
That crease opened right up, and he ran right through it. That was a good play.
Now he tries it again, but this time the door's closed.
You can't always go right back to the same play.
Well, you know, the cheese, the mouse gets one piece of cheese, but he can't come back and get two.
He can't have them both.
And what we just saw, too, was a new linebacker that was in the game, and he just came running back out.
He just came back
so,
out.
So it's probably a blown assignment on that insert, which makes that hole be bigger.
Well, we see Creekside trying to go no tempo, but they're not opening up any holes. We're not seeing a lot of holes open up. Here comes a replay on that. Once again, it is.
There's that linebacker right there. Who's that on that 15? Okay.
Kiki Abrams.
Kiki Abrams.
TCU commit.
It's a passing set. Snap. He's going to go find his man. He hits him. He slips as he tries to make the cut. Unfortunately, that cost him a few yards. So Dylan Vickerson unable to keep his feet. That brings up 4th down. So once again, the punt team comes on for Creekside. And again, another 3 and out. Not giving their defense much time to catch their breath on a hot day or to get hydrated.
You got to watch the fake here. They kick an onside kick. They will fake the ball at some point in time.
Yes.
Little pooch kick. That's going to go out of bounds.
Not sure if that was because he was worried about it getting blocked.
That absolutely was worried about him getting blocked. Absolutely.
But you got to love about Kiki Abrams. I've been knowing the kid since he's been 9 or 10 years old, DFW lead dog. He doesn't turn his engine off until he gets home. It's probably about 10 or 11 o'clock at night. He is 100% revved up every play, number 15. And even on that play, it wasn't a punt block. But, he's a foot or two away from blocking it, just off of his energy and his will and his desire.
Well, DeSoto will start from their own 45-yard line, leading 20-0. There's a stop and go down the sideline. Got his man down to be out of bounds with it.
And Keldon will want that one back. I think he was kind of on his back foot throwing that ball, didn't step into it. That wasn't the best fundamentals for him on that particular play right there.
Yeah, he had a guy that kind of broke through and was in his face a little bit, and I think he might have had a little more time. I'm a little ways away from that guy, but I think he might have had a little more time to maybe one more step to the side and get set a little better. I
think we're going to see that play again.
Oh, yes.
Because Pontroy was wide open. He had him. There's a handoff. There's a fake handoff. Student fool, number 33 for Creekside, Terrell Travare. That's the end of the first quarter. DeSoto leads 20-0. So far, we've seen a very entertaining first quarter.
Yeah, we've seen a good one. 3 minutes into the game, touchdown. 6 minutes into the game, touchdown.
Yeah, DeSoto came out, they were surprised right off the bat. So then they recovered from that. So I'll tell you what, you hear the music in the background? Calling all music lovers. Get ready for a night of great vibes and incredible performances at the 2616 Commerce Event Center in Dallas, Texas. Doors open at 7 p.m. and the night will be hosted by Phil Wade, Bud Howard, Chadney Christian, Tempest Barnes, Polo the 5, DJ GS House Band, and the Party Crasher. This rooftop party is a place to be for everyone who loves live music. Remember, you must be 21 years old or older, and it's a dress-to-impress event, so come looking your best. General and VIP tickets are available now at livemusiccollective.com. Don't miss out on any of the unforgettable evenings. So another event that's being held by MSW, along with the sponsors. And we see Cap.
It's a great decision right there. It's a great decision.
Didn't see his man downfield, decided to tuck it and run himself. Picked up about 14 yards on that play.
And it punishes him because you keep a high safety 30 yards deep.
Yes.
He really is accounting for the quarterback. When he's that deep, he breaks through the line, it's going to be a lot of opportunity. This is Sherrod Baker right here.
Quick throw out in the flats. He had great blocking out in front of it. Sherrod Baker with the catch on that. Picked up.
He's a former running back, big-time running back out of the 2027 class. They've converted him to being that guy who can play receiver and running back, which will definitely help out his recruitment.
Again, quick throw out to the flat, using the strength of the wide receivers and the ability to break free. And that's Dylan Singleton using his strength.
I like how he's spreading the ball around, but they're actually picking on one side.
Yeah. Again, here we go.
They find one side, and they just kind of pick on it.
Here we go. There's the handoff, number
That's
0.
Myson Cook Johnson. That's the sophomore, you guys.
He gets the ball up to the 9-yard line on a 5-yard carry.
I hope to see him get an open field and show you his speed. He has verified 4.39 speed at a college camp at 6'2", 220.
6'2", 4'3".
High snap, brought down. Wants to get up the middle. No one touches him.
No one touches him.
As Cook Johnson drifts into the end zone for another touchdown for the Eagles. We didn't get to see him break the open field, but that move up the middle with no one touching, he got there pretty quick.
Well, you know what we said earlier about in the first half, those runs that are 5 and 6.
Yes, indeed.
By the second half, look at that sideline over there for them.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of depth.
Nope.
And so in the second half, whoever that running back is, he's going to run till his hamstrings get tired.
Yep. But right now, Seminoles are on their heels. They have no answer for what the Eagles are doing to them. We line up for the extra point. Comes the kick. Kick is up, and it is good.
It's good.
So with 10 minutes and 46 seconds left before halftime, the DeSoto Eagles lead 27-0 in the Creekside Seminoles. Coach now, head coach for the Eagles. I know it's 10 minutes, 10 and a half minutes left in the second quarter. What are you talking about at halftime with these guys?
When you get into games like this, it changes from what we need to do to who are we. What are we going to do to change this? Because it's not going to be one play that's going to change this. It's going to be a collection of plays that's going to have to change this. Creekside's going to have to dig deep down inside and find out who Creekside is today. Because you're playing one of the top teams in the nation, and you're playing at their home, so they're going to be fired up and ready to go, and they're not going to take their foot off the gas just because you're the opponent.
They're not going to feel sorry for you.
They're not going to feel sorry for you. No. So, if I'm coach over there, I'm telling my kids, look, we got to dig down inside. We know who we are. We know what we can do. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
They were in the hole last week at halftime.
Yeah. They'll
be in the hole again this week at halftime.
He'll be able to go and try to use that, to help himself out.
He takes it on the run. Gets it out to about the 26-yard line.
I'll say this. I think one of the hardest things is going to be sometimes styles win fights.
Yes.
When a team can stop the run, they have good coverage on the back end, and they can rush the passer. And then on offense, they can either beat you on quick plays, scoring quick, or they can pound you into submission. It's not a really good. What do you lean to?
Right.
What do you lean to? They're trying to spread DeSoto out, but like I said before, he's getting a lot of hits on the quarterback.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Yeah,
the linebackers are too good and too sound, and they stay at home, and they're where they're supposed to be at, and he has no lanes to run.
Yeah, and Kiki Abrams is not going to slow down on his pass rush.
That's right.
He's going to keep on coming, and the deficit gets more and more. It's going to be even more important. They're going to know they're passing the ball.
Yes. You have no choice. You become one-dimensional.
Well, Caden Benson leads his team out to direct snap to him as he spins and moves. Picks up about 4 yards on that play, close to 5.
That's my thoughts right there. Slow the game down.
Yeah.
Catch DeSoto on passing downs, run the ball.
Yeah.
Try to get a couple first downs. Give your defense a time to rest.
Yes. Yeah. Because they're winded. And none of them over there sitting down. They're winded.
Take it right across. Good hands by defense.
Great discipline by Jai Triwick.
Yeah, he could have easily got in there too soon, and he waited and just stuck that right arm in there and just kind of tapped the ball away.
And that's an RPO.
Yes.
They want to trigger those linebackers. They're seeing run, and then throw the ball behind him.
Yeah.
What we saw earlier today.
Yeah.
But that was good discipline by the corner. You have man-to-man, keep your eyes on your man.
It's hard to be successful with that play when you haven't been able to run the ball, though.
Exactly.
You know, nobody's going to bite on a run on a handoff like that.
Yeah. If the D-line is making most of the tackles.
Is making most of the tackles.
You're absolutely
the linebackers
right.
just roam free.
It's 3rd and 6 for the Seminoles. Cadence takes the snap. Look at now, he's going to be
jailbreak.
a jailbreak.
That's Marshall Kirby.
The floodgates open, and if you're talking about the spread offense, trying to spread these guys out, and that didn't work that time. Talking about taking a big hit. He took a big hit.
I thought it was a screen. Whenever you get 3 guys that come through that easy, you're thinking it's screen.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a tunnel screen coming or something like that, and the receiver didn't get the signal because the quarterback turned. And I mean, he just took a big hit right there. Marshall Kirby, kissed him in the face then.
Yeah, we saw a lot of Creekside offensive linemen turn around looking at the quarterback, and that's a bad deal.
Well, it's 4th and 12. And Vickerson is back to punch. Low snap, picks it up. Pooch kick it. Does get away, gets a positive bounce, but it's going to get picked up by Fontroy. As he's able to bring back maybe 1 or 2 yards. Another flag down on the play.
Where's it at?
And Kiki Abram gets to go charge his battery because he went hard. He goes hard, man, I'm telling you. Since a kid, he's been this way, man. He goes hard. He has some new cleats on, some special design cleats with his name on there, Kiki, on him. I saw him down on the field. He's 100% about business.
We never saw that when we were kids.
No.
Yeah. In the state championship,
pair of pants.
In the state championship last year, he had Grinch cleats. Because he wanted to steal Christmas.
Because he wanted to steal Christmas.
He wanted to steal Christmas. And he put on a show. He was the defensive player of the game on the side of the ball. Like I said before, he's somebody who you have to circle him the first play of when you're talking about how you're going to do a scouting report. He's the first one you circle.
Yeah.
So we had
and all for personality.
We had a 5-yard face mask against DeSoto, so they'll
unintentional.
Move up 5 yards, but kick it again. Better snap this time. Line drive kick. Takes a bounce and picked up again by Fontroy, who's going to make a couple moves, make a couple guys miss. There he goes. Fontroy bumps to the house.
There it goes. He let us know, too. Just like that.
I know his dad is happy right now.
Kiki Fontroy with the punt return for the touchdown. Punt return of about 64 yards.
What's the irony on that, Chuck? You had punted the ball to them, and they had a 6-yard punt return.
Right.
You kick it again, and
you get Yeah. And when people ask, "Hey, coach, why do you make them kick the ball again?" Because they're tired. They just ran 40 yards down the field. They get to run 40 yards down the field again. That's why you do that.
Well, Kiki made them pay.
He made them pay.
And that puts the Eagles up 33-0 with 9 minutes left here in the second half, in the second quarter.
Second quarter.
Yeah, not even the second half yet, second quarter.
There's been 2 touchdowns in this quarter. 2 minutes off the clock, 3 minutes off the clock.
And right now, what I see across the field from Creekside, I see demoralization. They're just demoralized.
Yeah, they can't figure it out.
They can't figure this out.
Run or pass or defense.
Oh, there's going in for the 2-point, like another bad snap. Make the turn, and he's able to get there.
He got it.
Yes, he's able to get there for the 2-point conversion.
A bad snap works.
Coach, you gotta love that. The head coach is down there congratulating his backup quarterback on doing it. That was playing, you guys. He doesn't like to having that 34 on the board.
Yeah.
He likes it being what it's supposed to be. 7 times 5.
He wants 7 times 5.
7 times 5.
I got it. Well, those odd numbers like that can cost you the game sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, everything's going right for the Eagles right now.
Yes, sir.
Everything they touch turns to gold.
Yes, sir.
Just like their helmets, everything they touch is turned to gold.
And they're shining bright right now with that sun hitting.
And Creekside needs some kind of victory.
Yeah.
They need something positive to take it to the locker room with them.
Creekside needs a play. They need a play. They need a good play. You know, kind of like what Pine Bluff did to kind of get their gears moving. They needed a big play.
Is it another 15-yard penalty, you guys? What was the penalty this time?
Yeah, that one was before It was before the play.
Oh, the celebration.
Yeah.
Yeah, after Legend Howe went for the 2 points, gave a little dance. And, it's 2024.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, unsportsmanlike conduct will move them back, kick it off from the 25.
Yeah, other than, causing a penalty, I don't think coach is going to be too concerned about the extracurricular dancing.
No, it might cost him one extra 2 laps. Who knows?
Yeah, he might have a few bear crawls.
This is going to hit the ground.
Call fair catch. It's a good job.
It's a good job by the big man.
That's a good job by number 33.
He knows better to run that ball.
Call fair catch on that. Yeah, that was Terrell Kavari. 5'9", 200-pound sophomore making
What's your cutoff,
making a good call.
Larry, what's your cutoff? You're a coach, first game of the season, and you got a team and you're trying to ingratiate them, but you want to beat them. It's Texas versus Georgia.
Yeah.
This goes all the way down to Little League.
Yeah.
What's your cutoff on you say, you know what, we won't get more than 60? Is it 50? Is it 60? What's your cutoff?
Right now at 35 to nothing with 9 minutes left to go, my cutoff is halftime. I'm still going to continue to do what I do. At halftime, I'm going to come out as normal with halftime. But after halftime, after the first series, I'm going to start substituting and getting some other kids in there that I want to see. This is live practice now, right? So I want to see some things. I'm not turning the engine off.
So here's one of my things.
I'm just changing the drive.
Next week they have a state-ranked, a nationally ranked North Crowley coming in.
Okay.
Do you take them out at halftime and then they don't have that full game continuity, or even 3/4 of a game continuity?
Yeah.
That's something you have to think about.
You have to think about those. Yeah. And when you that's why I said at 9 minutes, I'm not taking my foot off the gas yet. And I want to go into halftime and come out of halftime so that we can keep the rhythm and keep what we do. Yeah. After halftime, a series or two, then I start pulling people. I'm not taking my foot off the gas because I expect my backup to do the exact same thing. But now I want some other guys to get in there.
Is it more offensive, or you think it's more as a whole as a team? Or
it will be, I would look at it more as a whole as a team. I'm not going to take all of my starters out, but I'm going to start pulling them, one by one or 2 or 3 at a time and kind of see how the series go. But once I pull them, I'm not planning on putting them back in.
Yeah.
And I'm telling everybody, when I sit you down, I'm not planning on putting you back in this game.
So it's definitely something that with those twos, they got to go into the game saying, this is our chance to show it's no drop-off.
Exactly.
It's no drop-off.
Exactly.
Because if I can't sustain this kind of a lead when I'm up by 35, I won't get in the game when it's tight in 11.
Exactly. So I'm going to play even harder.
Great tackle.
That is.
That was a 4th down play for Creekside. They didn't convert, so they'll turn the ball over on down. And the Eagles will start off with excellent field position. They'll start on the other at the 43-yard line.
That's how you get to 60 in the first half.
That's how you get to 60 in the first half.
You have the win, you can punt it, put them back. No.
So
I know a lot of people ask, is there a running clock when it gets to be a certain score?
No.
I've seen them run it at nighttime or night games because the simple fact of it is you want to get kids home and stuff like that. But in a situation like this, if I'm Clyde Mathis, like you said before, I want all my other kids to play.
I want everybody to play.
I want to get reps because I can't guarantee them against North Crowley they're going to get reps.
Exactly. And they can't get these type of reps in practice.
No.
Game time reps are different.
Well, here they come again. This time a good defensive play.
You got to back up. They got Legend Howley and the junior Legend Howley. He's in the game.
Okay.
Probably should have pulled that ball right there.
Yeah.
That was a definite pull.
And this is good for him to learn. He comes in, he's got to get a feel for the game as well.
Look, it comes up.
First penalty of the game.
Yeah, first penalty.
I think we got a legal motion. They weren't set.
They weren't set. Well, new signal caller, new cadence.
They're not going to look at it that way. They're going to look at it like we want the Corvette to be right on the right side of the road. It doesn't matter who's in this driver's seat.
I can say that up here because I don't have a clipboard down there. Yeah. If I was down there, I'm like you, Coach, I'm upset. I'll put you in here and then you go do this? You hitting curves, man. Don't hit curves in my Ferrari.
Legend Howe ready to take the snap. Claps, looks out in the flats, finds his man, a little bit behind him.
Yeah, it was a little behind. That play was kind of blown up a little bit Creekside.
That was a great job by the end, rushing upfield.
Yeah.
He made him clutch the ball. And then once he clutched the ball,
Yeah.
he still threw it, but he didn't throw it in a forward motion. He threw it actually. That would have been a
That's a
lateral,
lateral.
you guys.
Yeah, that was a lateral.
Yeah.
He definitely threw it behind him.
Look for them to exploit the middle of the field right here with Sherrod Baker.
Nice third down. He's got his man wide open in the middle, right there.
There it is.
There he goes. And he can make the little move, and there goes Sherrod Baker to the end zone for the touchdown. That play was wide open going across the middle. You can see it from up there. Where he was going with it.
Thank you, Sherrod Baker, for me calling the play.
I guess we'll have to call you Nostradamus, Coach.
Yeah, he should be thanking me on that one, right?
He should.
So how?
He should give you some love.
So Howell's able to connect with Baker for a touchdown. That's going to put up, that's another 6 points. That makes it 41-0 with 5 minutes and 55 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Number 20, Sherrod Baker.
Well, coach is shaping it to be a long airplane ride back to Atlanta and a little of a bus ride back to Fairburn so far for Creekside. Nothing they've tried has worked today. Nothing. And there, once again, the only thing that's worked for them,
Right.
the onside kick.
And they're using a safety as the snapper. And I think they went to a lineman that play as a snapper. And it's just not getting any continuity with, not getting any precise snaps on that.
Take a look and see what this snap looks like. That play right across. Just a simple route right to the middle of the field. Got right behind the linebackers and tight end and receivers. You talk about that all the time. Get behind the second level and make the linebackers either turn or be out of position. Once you get past them, they don't know where you're at.
Well, Creekside was in that zone, and he found an open seam in the zone.
Yeah.
And Legend, Howell was able to find him.
Yeah. The linebackers got to keep their eyes on the, unless they're in trail technique, the linebackers have to keep their eyes on forward on the quarterback. So if you get behind them, they have no idea where you're at. You just find the seam.
Yep. Another penalty against, another unsportsmanlike penalty apparently against DeSoto. As they once again will kick it from their own 25-yard line, but we up 41-0.
Yeah, I'm sure the White Hat will have a conversation with the coaches. Hey, let's clean it up a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if I'm Creekside, I'm looking for anything positive right now.
Yep.
Anything I can do positively.
Deep backs are still a little bit too deep for me.
Yeah.
Ball's not going to travel that far. And, of course, they proved me wrong.
Home
Stuff
stadium.
picked up at the 18. Big hold up the middle. He's able we got a flag down.
Back for a hold.
A great return is going to be called back for holding.
And see, once again, Creekside tries to get something positive and a negative happens out of it. But, even that play, you can look at it and say, hey, without that hold, it was a positive play.
It's a positive play. Let's see what the penalty actually is. It is holding against Creekside.
Let's see if we can see where that hold is at.
It took place at the 35.
There.
Flag is against the Seminoles.
We're going to move him back to the 25-yard line.
Ball is spotted at the 25-yard line, first down and 10.
After seeing that replay, Chuck, I'm not quite sure I would have actually thrown that flag at 35, 41-0. That's one you kind of walk up to the player, look, hey, man, watch it, watch what you're doing.
But you got to realize too, and we all say it, we told all of our players that the referees and the umpires, the coach, the officials, they aren't playing the game. They don't even know what the score is.
Right. Well, they're not supposed to.
They're not supposed to know.
But they do.
They don't even know what the score is. So they're out here taking care of their business. Big snap. He's going to go deep. He's got a man out there. Can he get to it? Nope. Got to put under it.
Yeah, he overthrew that one a little bit. Got a little. D-back was up into the receiver's chest. So.
And also, listen here to this, you guys. And I cut you off, and I apologize for that. They're able to. DeSoto is rotating that defensive line. that offensive line I've tracked it the last 3 series has been the same.
It's the same. Yes.
So you're getting fresh bodies and it's still getting the same result.
Yes.
That's really hard.
Yes.
But you know, you look at Creekside's offensive line. They haven't been up there for that many plays. They should be pretty fresh too. And right now, it's just
there he goes.
big. You know, the
right
floodgates are open. Yeah, floodgates are open.
He's a Max Prep first team All-American,
Yes, he
you
is.
guys, for a reason.
Yes, he is.
He's a load to handle.
And that's Kiki, right?
That's Kiki Abrams.
And
Yep.
Kiki's going where?
TCU.
He's going to TCU.
Going to be a Horned Frog.
Horned Frog.
Going to be a Horned Frog.
We'll see him. We're in the Big 12, so we'll see him.
Yeah, we'll see him.
We'll see him.
He'll make the trip to Lawrence or Manhattan.
Yep. And we'll definitely see him when he makes the trip to either one of those places.
Yep.
Pursuing the player by Alex Eagles player number 31, Jackson Curry, and number 15, Kiki Abrams brings up 3rd down.
31, low snap. Benson trying to look out, finds his man, and he gets walloped.
He gets yes.
He gets walloped.
You know, as soon as he got hit, the first thing I did is look right at the official.
Jackson Curry loaded a boom on him
Yes, he
after
did.
the ball was gone.
Yes, he did.
Big hit.
You guys, it's 4:48. Now, we talked about playing fast, and I told you that DeSoto's going to try to score twice in the next 4 minutes and 48 seconds.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Not at all.
I don't blame him.
Okay, here's the punt. Little rush, block, nice end over end kicks. Going to bounce at the 48. Get scooped up. Unable to make the first
Little too
man
much
miss is
dancing that time.
Fontroy.
Yeah, a little too much dancing and a good breakdown tackle.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't fall for any of that.
First down to 10.
He broke down and saw his target and hit his target. That's one when you want to just grab the ball and go straight to field.
Yes.
Just grab and go straight to field. Split the seam, pass that first wave, pressure on the second wave. Now you go outside. I told you to teach my kids all the time. Upfield first, then make a move. Don't make a move and then try to go upfield. Upfield first, then make a move.
New formation for DeSoto. Look for this to be a play where they're going to try to exploit something to that 3 receiver side.
Snap, handoff up the middle. Still moving the pile.
8 yards.
Almost out to the first down, moved it for 8 yards.
Closer to 9.
Number
He
1,
kept walking on the track.
9-yard gain brings up 2nd down and 1 for the Eagles.
Got behind that big offensive line and kept his legs moving. Moves the snap. Out to the flat, side arm throw. Picked up, got a flag down in the middle of the field.
Hands to the face.
Somebody got their helmet ripped off.
Helmet is off, his hands to the face.
Number 51's gonna get called for that.
And that's harder when you're a taller guy. You got a shorter guy where you have to actually bend lower to
Yep.
get him.
Yes.
He's in your striking zone of your chest area, but that's his face mask.
That's his face mask.
And so the Creekside guy doesn't believe it wasn't intentional, but he's looking at it like,
It's whatever.
yeah.
It's 15 yards, whatever way it goes.
Yeah. And as a coach right here, you're saying as a defensive coach, it's 2nd down, and we got a 15-yard penalty. They can't get 15 yards for 2 plays.
No.
If they could get 15 or 17 yards for 2 plays, this is where these are the holes we have to clean up.
Yeah.
2nd down, 15. Keeps the football. Makes one man miss. Linebacker grabs him. Not gonna get away from him.
That's a good tackle. A good tackle by Dylan Blakely. We talked about Dylan Blakely at the pregame.
6-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down and 9 for the Eagles.
Looking deep. Got a man out there. Nice way to turn
good
around. Good body. Turned around and able to keep control of his body to Singleton.
That ball kind of floated a little bit, and when it hit that wind, it just kind of slowed down. And Singletary didn't break his rod off. He just kind of just slowed just enough.
That's good defense. He just made a great play.
Just made a great play. Yeah, D-back didn't know where the ball was at. He never did turn around, so he had to be careful.
Quick snap, run up the middle.
And think about this from a DB standpoint. The guy can run. He's a 20-point guy, 20.9, 20.8 guy.
Yeah.
You're just giving everything you got to be able to stay with him.
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to stop when you're running faster than you're supposed to run?
That's right.
Big hole. Nobody's home. And there he goes.
There's top.
Keldon Ryan's going to take it to the end zone for another touchdown for the Eagles. No one's home. He exploits the defense, finds the end zone.
There's one, Coach.
The great thing about that touchdown, no penalty afterwards.
There's been a penalty after each score.
The last 4 of them.
Yeah. Looking to make it 48-0. There's still 2 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Another botch snap. Oh, a little push pass, and he's able to bring it in.
Oh, there's your guy, Coach.
That's it. Kiki Abrams.
What a hits he played by the quarterback.
Conversion.
Yes, it was.
You know, one of the guys we kind of talked about, but we've seen him just be dominant on the offensive line.
Yeah.
You know, number 76. You know, Byron Washington, big senior, 6'8", 400-pound senior.
Yeah, we talked about him yesterday.
We've seen him. He's just kind of just dominated on the offensive line. And you guys were mentioning that, you know, when the Eagles are on offense, they found one side of the field they like to work on.
Yes.
Well, they can do that because they got massive protection on the other side of the field. The quarterback didn't have to worry about getting hit from behind.
Yeah,
because he's got a wall over there protecting.
And we watched him all day long blocking to the whistle.
Exactly.
And just drive his man and continue to drive his man and drive his man until he hears the whistle, and then he lets up, goes back to the huddle, and he replays the down.
Exactly.
Well, here's the thing. The sun was out. Byron stepped out there. The sun went. We thought it was eclipse. That's how big he is. I've been knowing this kid since he's been 10 years old. He and his mother have the greatest story ever. You have to just really root for him because he's been able to overcome so much. And to see the player he is now, I'm just so happy. And God is so good because he's been able to overcome a lot of injuries with his growth. And look for this season to be a season where he's playing really angry.
Right. He is a senior this year. Let's just hope that he's getting some good looks, too, from some of the other programs.
Well, he's committed to Syracuse.
He's committed to Syracuse.
He's committed to Syracuse. He's gonna be an Orangeman.
Excellent.
He's going to go from the heat to the cold, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was that low that lad? Because that first blizzard he gets up in Syracuse.
Yeah. He might think different.
Well, you know, the NIL stuff that goes on there, you're not as cold.
That's right.
You're not as cold. You're definitely not. And it is legal. It is. So you don't have to say, like, I'm sure he'll be okay.
Right.
Yeah, it's almost guaranteed now, you know. So,
Yep, absolutely.
Charismatic kid, speaks well, great family situation, and a great player.
Absolutely. 49-0. The Eagles lead the Seminoles. They come all the way from Fairburn, Georgia. Thank you. Running to a number 4 ranked Eagles team that is just domineering, and we're going to have a flag because we got too many men on the field.
Yeah, that's not going to make Coach happy. Regardless of what the score is, that's not going to make Coach happy because the first thing he's going to say, what if we're in a tight game?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Not only did the Georgia getting it handed to them right now, but they have to be enduring the sun on the other side over there.
Yeah, sun's right in their face.
Yeah, so if you see those fans over there, they look miserable right now.
Yeah, it's hot. You know, we talk about not being up in the actual press box with the air, but at least we have the breeze coming across, and we're in the shade.
Big handoff. Well, so far, Creekside, they haven't gone away from their game plan. They're still trying to run their football.
You know, sometimes when the only thing you can do is what you do, there's no way to change that.
Right.
You know?
It's almost like Coach Dixon is coaching for the next game now.
Yeah.
Who wants to play?
Yeah, he's taking notes on all this. And
exactly.
It's going to come. Next game is going to be.
That ball's tipped to the line of scrimmage.
It's a good
catch is still made.
That's a collarbone injury there, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Waiting to happen, but the ball was tipped, made the completion. Picked up about 1 yard on that completion. That's
What it
gonna
is to be young.
Yeah, sure.
What it is to be young.
Yeah, I'll still be on the field. Right now.
They're starting to get some tendencies when they're doing that that ghost motion to empty.
Yeah.
It's got to be routes coming back inside. The ball has to come out quick, and you're starting to see Eagles sitting on stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we could see another pick 6.
3rd and 1 for the 29. Running back slips. That throws the time of the play completely off as he slipped coming out of his stance.
Yeah, that was another jailbreak. I don't
Do you call timeout here? You can't call timeout. Just out of respect for somebody, you can't call timeout. I call timeout to make sure that you punt the ball.
Fair. That's fair.
Because if you go for it,
Well,
I'm going to try to score.
Yeah.
This is a teachable moment right here with the 2-minute drill.
Yeah,
There's your
that's
timeout.
fair. Oh, yeah.
2 minutes, this might be the last series of the half
That's
for the
right.
offense. I'm going to try to score and try to end this half off saying we got 55 seconds. One timeout left. This is what we're going to do.
And DeSoto calls timeout just for that particular reason.
You got to make them punt the ball.
Right. Yeah. Well, Creekside was lined up to go for it. And they're down 49-0. What do we got to lose? So
Yeah.
they were lined up to go for it.
Well, Coach Dixon on the other side is saying, I still need to run some plays.
Right. Well, we
You know,
still got,
I'm out of this game probably now, and I know I'm probably out of this game right now. However, there are things I need to work on in live action. I still need to work on some plays.
Right.
You know, something's got to...
Yeah, that's why I say he's coaching for the next game.
Yeah, he's coaching for the next game. Yeah.
He's actually looking at how his team responds to adversity right now, too.
I mean, these games look bad. You know, the fans may think this is terrible. This is the worst thing ever. The coach may think, yeah, man, we got hammered. However, he's going to sit down and look at that and say, all right, what did we do good and what did we do bad? And when they run across a team in Georgia that's built like this, they're going to have an idea of what they need to do.
You got to watch this up back right here, number 3.
3?
He's not a great blocker. This could be a fake run. Throw the ball to him.
Well, it's not a fake run.
It wasn't a fake run.
They didn't throw it, and it came up short.
Yeah,
So,
74 didn't put a hand on anyone.
Yeah.
yep. So you can start to see a little
He's
bit
letting
of
him know.
see a little bit of dejection start to creep in as Creekside moves off the field.
Number 10, Marshall Condon on the tackle.
DeSoto once again set up an excellent field position. There's the 27-yard line.
Ball at the 27-yard line. 59 seconds remaining in the first
If I know Coach Williams right now, everybody else has had a chance to score besides his fantastic sophomore, Boobie Feaster.
He's going to try to get a score.
Look for him to dial up a play right now in the slot with Boobie Feaster.
Yeah.
Here he goes.
Over the top.
He did just that.
Oh.
Good defense.
Yeah.
Number 20 for Creekside, Jamison Carter, able to stay with him.
Cheers number 12, Saron Baker. Brings up second down.
Yeah, I know he wanted he wanted that pass interference.
Well, the
but-
safety's sitting over the top of it now, so it's going to be coming to this bottom side of the field with that safety like that.
Man in motion. Little swing pass out to the flat. Nice moves. Edmondson able to make a couple of people miss. Pick up about 7 yards on that carry, on that swing pass.
Reach number 17, Emerson.
We got a man
This is
down.
yards for first down and 10. DeSoto.
Makes his
Ball
way
at
up.
the 11-yard line. Correction, 16-yard line.
Thought he may be down, but nope. Once again, here come the Eagles. Not waiting. We got another hold. Yep.
Sat him down.
Yep. A nice run and a nice hit at the end.
There is a
So
flag.
that's going to come back. We're going to catch Byron Washington with a hold.
Yeah, we talked him up. That was our fault.
Yep.
It definitely wasn't a hold. The guy ran into him and grabbed and made sure that Byron grabbed his jersey and held him.
Sometimes
My
you gotta
big
use all the
boy can't do
tricks.
no wrong, man.
No wrong, coach.
No, he can't do no wrong. You tell me anybody,
Not me.
can he do anything wrong with you? He can't do anything wrong.
No wrong. 400 pounds.
400
I'll leave him alone.
At 6'8", 400?
You can't do no wrong.
Yeah.
How many more
And,
reads
it,
you
and,
want?
and his
ready.
nickname is Big Baby.
Big baby.
I can believe
Why
it.
is it
Big
that all
baby.
the big fellas
Big.
tiny? Big Baby.
But can you imagine a
Gentle
marketing company
Giant.
getting a part of that? Big Baby and doing things with them at Syracuse with Big Baby.
As long as they don't, align it
Cribs,
with
everything, all kind of baby cribs, strollers,
There you
all
go.
that stuff.
There you go.
Gonna go deep again. Looking for it, man. More good defense.
Yeah.
They're gonna call the flag on that.
That's a flag right there.
Yeah.
You're not gonna. That was too much holding right there. When you grab the man and his shoulder pads dip, you got a handful.
Jimerson, DeSoto versus North Crowley coming soon.
When's that game, Coach?
Next Friday.
Next Friday.
Next Friday.
They here?
It is start. North Crowley has 10 to 12 big-time Division I recruits, maybe 8 or 9 of them in the senior class. So it is going to be star-studded. It's going to be probably the top game in the state of Texas
And
next
that's
week.
next Friday right here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Chuck, maybe we need to leave a little earlier.
Yeah, we may come down a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Once again to the end zone, and this time he's out of bounds though. He was out of bounds when he caught that. Good throw, good
It's
pass,
good throw,
good
good
catch.
play, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get Feaster a catch.
Yeah.
In NFL again,
Yeah.
that's a
That's a flag.
That's a flag.
It's a flag.
Yesterday they had a news conference, coaches. Some good information was shared by the coaches doing that, and hopefully at halftime we'll get some highlights. We'll get some comments from some of that. 9 seconds left. Eagles up 49-0. Looking to add. Low snap. Looking, directing traffic, being held. Throws it out of the end zone. He's forced out. No good. He's forced out of the end zone. And that's going to end the half. It's been totally dominated by the DeSoto as they run up the score of 49-0. And we're just in halftime. Creekside going into the locker room to try to recuperate. So we're going to come back with some of the bands.
Yep.
We're going to come back and talk some more about the first half. We'll be right back after this short break. Ooh, I gotta
ISD neighborhood schools offer more choice, innovation, and opportunities than charters and other school districts. With programs in robotics, esports, and more, our students have a competitive mix of innovative learning that supports increased academic achievement. From championship athletics to dual language to music and dance, we offer the very best in extracurricular activities in your neighborhood. Students can even earn up to 60 hours of college credit upon graduation. Exciting opportunities are just around the corner. Enroll today.
I'm a DeSoto Eagle. Of course my capacity for learning is growing faster than our school garden.
I'm a DeSoto Eagle. Of course I'm willing to drive change by developing a sense of self and community through my experiences in the student council.
I'm a DeSoto Eagle. Of course, my teachers challenge me to learn and grow at my highest level.
We are DeSoto Eagles. Of course you want to soar with us.
Welcome to Creekside High School. We are the pride of South Fulton. Forward together with pride. Creekside Fine Arts provides drama, marching band, chorus, and a plethora of other activities. The Creekside High AVID program, which stands for Advancement via Individual Determination, provides high rigor and advanced placement classes. Creekside High School has one of the best agriculture programs in the nation. On any given day, you can see Creekside students planting vegetables or feeding chickens. Creekside Athletics fields a variety of varsity and sub-varsity sports. We strive to be competitive on all girls flag football, golf, basketball, football, soccer, and the many other sports we offer. Creekside High School. See you when you get here. Try pride.
I can't wait for us to get here. I'm excited to see our kids play. It's been a minute, as I told our guys I think I told them this morning. It's been since December, and we're finally going to play a real game again. And the last several weeks, I should say, we've been going against each other, tired of going against each other, had one scrimmage, but it's time to play somebody else. Well, you know what? It's like anything. We prepare for them like we play for anybody else. But this time around, we don't have a lot of video. We didn't exchange videos because, you know, it's scrimmages. I don't ever do scrimmages, so we didn't exchange videos at all. He reached out to me about that, but I didn't do it because you just don't get a lot of scrimmages. You don't know who was playing what, and they change numbers and jerseys. I'm like, nah, so I don't ever do it at all. But if we prepare for them like we play for anybody else, if it's a team in the state of Texas, it'll be the same thing. No, it really is nothing. No, it has not. I think we're supposed to get some rain to come through here, so I think that's in the back of my mind a little bit right now. The weather is, and we'll see how that pans out. Hopefully we don't have any weather delays come through Texas. You know, you never know what you get with Texas. You never know what you get at all. So we're hoping that God blesses us with some great weather so we can play some great football. But other than that, we'll see. Well, I told our guys this yesterday. Told them again today, a little bit, harped on a little bit. We've got to be mentally tough. The physicality is what I'm looking for tonight. I'm definitely looking for the physicality. I think we're not where we're supposed to be at right now, though we will get there, like I said before. The mental toughness, looking at our condition, see where we're at. I'm over that right there for sure. And I just want to make sure they go out there and they execute the offense and defense in all three phases of the game as well as special teams. But we got to take care of the football. We can't have no mental midget penalties during this game. Well, guys, we really appreciate being here. We really do.
Yeah,
and
thank y'all.
It's exciting to have this, Darian put this on at DeSoto. And it's it's a lot of talk in the area. It's been on the radio station, been on TV. I mean, it's been awesome. So we hope this brings you guys a great game tomorrow and continue to have things going. But I'm excited about this thing and can't thank you guys enough.
Dallas ISD neighborhood schools offer more choice, innovation, and opportunities than charters and other school districts. With programs in robotics, esports, and more, our students have a competitive mix of innovative learning that supports increased academic achievement. From championship athletics to dual language to music and dance, we offer the very best in extracurricular activities in your neighborhood. Students can even earn up to 60 hours of college credit upon graduation. Exciting opportunities are just around the corner. Enroll today.
I'm a DeSoto Eagle. Of course my capacity for learning is growing faster than our school garden.
I'm a DeSoto Eagle. Of course I'm learning to drive change by developing a sense of self and community through my experiences in the student council.
I'm a DeSoto Eagle. Of course, my teachers challenge me to learn and grow at my highest level.
We are DeSoto Eagles. Of course you want to soar with us.
Welcome to Creekside High School. We are the pride of South Fulton. Forward together with pride. Creekside Fine Arts provides drama, marching band, chorus, and a plethora of other activities. The Creekside High AVID program, which stands for Advancement via Individual Determination, provides high rigor and advanced placement classes. Creekside High School has one of the best agriculture programs in the nation. On any given day, you can see Creekside students planting vegetables or feeding chickens. Creekside Athletics fields a variety of varsity and sub-varsity sports. We strive to be competitive on all girls flag football, golf, basketball, football, soccer, and the many other sports we offer. Creekside High School. See you when you get here. Try pride.
So look, it's a school in Atlanta called Mays High School. I mean, if you go to that school, it kind of looks very similar to South Oak Cliff. And like the field is at the bottom of the hill, and they just got turf field probably about 2 or 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of mirrors coming out here. It's been cool because there's a lot of mirrors. Even like coming to DeSoto, it's not quite in Dallas. Like Creekside, it's not quite in Atlanta. It's about 25, 30 minutes away. So it's just, it's kind of like a surreal experience, man. It's kind of cool. Man, I ain't even gonna lie to you. It was real smooth. Like it was, last year we went to California, and that was our first time really getting everybody on flights and doing the travel stuff. But we flew Southwest this year, and that was my first time flying Southwest, and I was pretty happy with the flight. And then they went on like an hour and 38-minute flight, so we was able to. They accommodated us so well with the checking in the baggage and all of that stuff. Like last year, we had issues with the baggage because you got to pay for your baggage, and they don't take with this card. And so this year was just smooth, so it was cool. I ain't gonna even lie to you, it's hotter in Atlanta right now than it is Texas.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to say I said it was 93 in Atlanta, maybe like 91 here. You know, and so then I got a coach. He's a pastor, and they do missionary trips. He was like, Coach, when I was in Africa, it was hotter in London than it was in Africa. So, yeah, man, you know.
Hot London.
There you go. You know, it's one of those things when you schedule in another region, you're trying to build a schedule with the goal or the end in mind. And at Creekside, our goal is to win the 15th game. So we got to play teams that have that 15th game experience of winning it. You know, so in DeSoto, it's a very good program, back-to-back state champions, they're the best team in Texas. So what wouldn't get our kids motivated but having to play a game like this? So when the opportunity came about, we was excited. And it's been one of those things we've been holding over the kids' head. We're going to run an extra sprint. We're going to lift another set. We're going to do another set because DeSoto doing the same thing that we do. The change was we lost some kids. You know, they graduated. You know, so we lost a really good class. But we got a really good class. And at Creekside, man, we got a culture of hard work. We got a program built on toughness and work ethic. So our kids understand that they got to get them, they got to work hard. You know, the goal is to win 15 games, so that don't change. Just the work ethic kind of gets better and better. I mean, I appreciate y'all in the hospitality, man. We're looking forward for a good game tomorrow.
I'm a DeSoto Eagle. Of course, my capacity for learning is growing faster than our school quarter.
I'm a DeSoto Eagle. Of course, I'm willing to drive change by developing a sense of self and community through my experiences in the student council.
I'm a DeSoto Eagle. Of course, my teachers challenge me to learn and grow at my highest level.
We are DeSoto Eagles. Of course you want to soar with us.
Welcome to Creekside High School. We are the pride of South Fulton. Forward together with pride. Creekside Fine Arts provides drama, marching band, chorus, and a plethora of other activities. The Creekside High AVID program, which stands for Advancement via Individual Determination, provides high rigor and advanced placement classes. Creekside High School has one of the best agriculture programs in the nation. On any given day, you can see Creekside students planting vegetables or feeding chickens. Creekside Athletics fields a variety of varsity and sub-varsity sports. We strive to be competitive on all girls flag football, golf, basketball, football, soccer, and the many other sports we offer. Creekside High School. See you when you get here. Tribe Pride.
And welcome back to DeSoto Eagles Stadium in DeSoto, Texas. I'm Coach Chuck Holmes with Coach Courtney Jackson and Coach Larry Furnell. And Coach Furnell, 49-0 at halftime. The Eagles have done whatever they want to do, whatever they wanted to do. Every time they've touched the football, they've scored.
Yeah, they're clicking on all cylinders.
Go for it. Creekside has had one thing to go right for them, and that was the opening kickoff.
The opening onside kickoff was a very good kick. They recovered it. 4 plays later, they were punting.
And after that, it's been downhill ever since.
Yes, it's been downhill ever since then.
So let's take out some of the highlights, especially that onside kick. But we thought we were going to be able to see something really good here. That onside kick starts the game off. Kind of caught the Eagles off guard a little bit.
Yeah, it caught a lineman off guard up there, and we talked about that earlier. If you're a lineman up there and that ball's coming at you, you need to move, get out of the way, and let it go to the next level. He didn't move, and it hit him, and Creekside was able to recover it. So you see here now, the quarterback drops back, and right now, this is early in the game, and this was a play. At that particular moment, I knew Creekside was going to have a problem because DeSoto was running the ball so well, as we see right there, and that play over the top was simple. And then here you see here the quarterback puts the ball in the belly. He had been doing that for a while and been holding on and riding. He finally pulled it and turned the corner. And, you know, and then we see that's the same thing on the other side. You know, he had been giving that ball to the running back. So you can see the game plan. You can see what they're trying to do. And at this particular point, you know, DeSoto it's a well-oiled machine right now.
Kelvin Ryan has done a wonderful job of running this offense. He's definitely in charge. He's the floor general. He knows exactly what's going on. He's getting the ball out quickly. He knows he's another coach on the field.
Yes.
We see here is a quick pass to the flat out to number 12 out here, Sherrod Baker. And once again, another quick pass, a couple broken tackles. And you look up and you see Singleton doing his thing. And now here's the running play. coming in, able to come around the corner. Is
that was
Legend House, a two-point conversion on that.
You know, a high snap, and you know, he brought it down and then took off. A nice good block on the edge too. And here's this punt return. You know, you teach your kids to grab that ball. Don't let that ball bounce too many times in front of you. Grab that ball and go straight up the field, and that's exactly what he did. He grabbed the ball, made one guy miss, got past that first level, and it was daylight after that.
Christoph Fantroy doing his 100-meter stretch the tape as well.
He made sure we knew that he was a fast guy. Anytime a guy goes across the end zone like that, you know they're a fast guy.
Yeah, here we come across, Legend Howe.
Yeah.
Finding Baker across the middle for another touchdown.
And Coach Jackson called that play just before. He said he's going to try to get that ball to Legend right across the middle of the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And the defense, looking at defense, was very stingy last year. It's even more stingy this year.
Yes.
They've just shut down the Seminoles. Nothing's going right for the Seminoles. They can't run the ball. They can't throw the ball. A lot of 3-and-outs, a few turnovers. And once again, one more run as he dances up the middle for another touchdown. And there you go. That's Keldon Ryan leading this offense like the field captain that he is.
That's right.
So that brings us to 49-0. Now let's take a listen to the Eagles band coming here from DeSoto Eagle Stadium.
this evening's program with a salute to the Fighting Eagle football team and their halftime lead of 49-0. Here is the DeSoto fight song. Congratulations, band. Performers of the week are Dazzlin Gonzalez and Dwayne Gatewood. Section of the week is the tuba section. Keep up the good work, band. Directors of the Eagle Marching Band are Miss Kenya Thomas, Mr. Brian Ross, Miss Twina Anderson, Mr. Matthew Bailey, Mr. Tyler Hester, and Mr. Medina. Director of Bands for the DeSoto Independent School District is Mr. Carlton Cooper.
Yeah, well, welcome back after still halftime here at the Eagle Stadium here in DeSoto. We watched the Eagles put up 49 points against the Seminoles from Georgia. It's been one of those games where you just kind of just wish, okay, let's just get it over with.
Yeah.
No one gets hurt.
Yeah.
We all go home healthy. Go back to the drawing board for Creekside. That's kind of like what they have to do. Just kind of just go back and regroup. Try to regroup a little bit at halftime to find something positive to take away from this game. Although, as a coach, hey, you got a lot to talk about. You got a lot to film to show.
Yeah.
And you try to just improve on next week.
And these are games that sometimes some coaches will just play this game out and some will throw it in the trash.
That's true. That's true. Well, we got more action coming up. So mark your calendars for an exciting matchup coming up your way next week. On Saturday, September 7th, the Skyline Raiders from Dallas will take on the Fort Bend Marshall Buffaloes from Missouri City. Forster Stadium in Dallas, Texas. Kicking off at 6 p.m. and you won't want to miss a minute of the action. Join us in person for an electrifying atmosphere or tune in right here on MSW Entertainment for all the live coverage. It's all part of the Guard the Line Mid-Southwest Showdown. So get ready for some top-notch action next week. Coach, you and I will be here next week for that. We'll be in Dallas as we watch these two teams also compete in this Guard the Line Mid-South West Showdown. That's hard for me to say for some reason. I don't know why. Mid-Southwest Showdown.
Because we're Midwest and not South.
Exactly. So, but attention, again, next week, Guard the Line is bringing more exciting action your way with the thrilling matchup between the Buffaloes from Fort Bend Marshall. I want to say Thurgood Marshall. Yes. That's probably the official name. And then the Skyline Raiders over in Dallas, Texas. So that game will kick off at 11 a.m. No, I'm sorry. That game will kick off next week at 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
And so you will be right here for all the action on that as well. So from tailgating parties to family-friendly activities, there's something for everyone to enjoy. So for more information and events, visit msw-ent.net. So don't miss out on any of the fantastic football action. And, once again, tomorrow we got the HBCU, the band's playing. So there's a lot of stuff going on again tomorrow. So, as I mentioned that, I'm calling on all music lovers. So get ready for a night of great vibes and incredible performance at the 2616 Commerce Event Center in Dallas, Texas. Doors will open tomorrow at 7 p.m. and the night will be hosted by Phil Wade, Spud Howard, Chadney Crystal, Tempest Barnes, Polo the Vibe, DJ GS House Band, and the Party Crashers. Sound like a good group.
Sound like a good group.
Yeah. This rooftop party is to take place for anyone who loves live music. So remember, you must be 21 or older to enter, and it's a dress to impress event. So come looking your best. General and VIP tickets are available now at livemusiccollective.com. Don't miss out on this unforgettable evening. So put on your Sunday night dress. Come ready and be impressed and dressed and come listen for some good music out on the rooftop. But again, mark your calendars for another thrilling musical event like next Saturday at 1 p.m. It's time to wake up, crank up at Forster Stadium, located at 8233 Military Parkway Drive in Dallas, Texas. This exciting Battle of the Bands will feature talented local middle school and high school bands, along with a special performance by the traveling Fort Bend Marshall Buffalo Band. Get ready for an afternoon filled with high-energy music, impressive choreography, and school spirit. It's an event you won't want to miss, so bring your friends and family to enjoy a fantastic showcase of musical talent. Well, we got about another 4.5 minutes or so before we start the second half. I just can't imagine what was said at halftime in Creekside's locker room.
It's, as I was saying earlier, it's either you burn the tape or you use it as a teaching moment. If it's too far gone, you want to get that taste out of your mouth and you get rid of that tape. But if if you see a lot of things on there that you actually kind of did good, but you just happen to be up against a superior team, then you use this film and say, hey, this is what we do. This is what we do good. This is what we did good. So, you know.
Okay, this is more of a character building game right now.
Yes.
You know, for Creekside. They've got to see what they're made of and how they rebound from this. And we'll know the first few minutes out of the locker room when the second half starts, how they're going to respond to this.
Yes.
You know, but in the meantime, all these events are going on this weekend and next weekend and during the week. And we couldn't do those things without some fantastic sponsors. And we have a group of sponsors that have been beneficial and very involved in this to make this event what it is.
Yes.
So we've got a list of our sponsors. We'd like to kind of roll it through them and take a look at them. I know Walmart's one of those sponsors, and you know, they're just awesome. There's Unite, and then there's Emergency Ice, which has been huge today. So much ice out here that everybody's been using. Yeah, there's Concord Church. They've been a big sponsor. Nestle's Water. They provided so much water for so many people here today. They've also been a huge sponsor, along with Frost Bank. I wonder if it's Frost Cold or what, but it's Frost Bank. They've been a big sponsor, along with Embassy Suites.
Embassy Suites.
They're a big sponsor of the one in Dallas, along with and over with Marriott at the Dallas Medical Center. Also big sponsors. They've been here providing some emergency services as well. Got a few young men to go down with injury and stuff. So then Holiday Inn Express, they've been a big sponsor as well. They put up a lot of teams as well as the other hotels that are sponsors. Put up the hotels, bands, boosters, and parents. And then the Harmon Brothers Transportation, they provided transportation for
Creekside.
For Creekside, yeah. They provided transportation for the band, and there's Village Travels. They provided transportation as well for some of the organizations. There's Little Rock. Their band, I mean, their bus service has been outstanding. Then there's Sam's Limousines and Transportation Company. Awesome job they're doing, and along with Western Motor Coach. Game Time Transportation. A lot of people needing transportation.
A lot of people need transportation day.
Yep. And then there's Cole K104.
We got a Q104 now. K104 down here.
And then there's Perry Broadcasting, Perry Publishing, big sponsor, Power 103.5, LeBlazin, Big Hop, OKC Sports Radio.
Oh yeah, we know what they're about.
Yep, DeSoto Athletics. We know what they're about. University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, the Golden Lions.
The Golden Lions.
They've been a big sponsor, along with the Dallas Independent School District. Followed, of course, by Walmart. Wally World. always there to sponsor.
Always there. We got a good view of the top of Wally World right now.
Oh, from our vantage point?
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Right there.
Got a very good view of them.
Can't miss that powder blue.
You know, without those sponsors, you know, you can't pull something off like this.
No.
You just can't. You've got to have those sponsors. You've got to have those people willing to put money forward and people to back it up and the people provide services, you know, because these kids come to town from these different states and they're in a strange environment.
Yep.
You know, and when there's somebody there that can meet you, steer you through with the uncertainties, a local sponsor.
Yeah.
You know, that's so important. You know, Grace Banquet Hall is one of those.
Yeah.
Also, one of those sponsors.
Grace.
You know, so,
Grace Banquet Hall. Yeah.
Exactly.
Local. Yeah.
One of those local companies that provide outstanding services.
Yeah, you need all of those. You know, you got to get your players here. You got to get your players, you know, a place to stay. You know, there's things you're going to need. You need water and Gatorade. Water, you know, that comes into play.
Yep.
You know, and you got catering as well. You know,
exactly.
So Grace's catering, you can bring, you know, food to the boys, you know, while they're there at the team meal. So, you know, night before. You know, all those things go into play when you take your team on the road. It's a lot of logistics that take place when you take your team on the road. You know, think about when you go on holiday, go on vacation with your family.
You're just taking two kids.
Just taking two
or
kids.
3 kids.
You know, but when you're taking, you know, 50 football players and and 50 band members with instruments, and you traveling from Atlanta to Texas, DeSoto, Texas. That's a lot of work, you know, to make sure that everyone is taken care of and protected. You know, you have someone's kid, someone's child in your hand.
Absolutely. Well, welcome back, Coach Jackson. He's back. Coach Jackson is back. He went down and got him a little bit of barbecue, got him something to eat, got something to drink, said hi to a few folks, but he's back with us and ready to call the second half.
The Midwest barbecue, like you guys claim y'all have.
What do you mean claim? Oh, man. You know, it's 49-0. Don't get it started.
Texas does a good brisket now. I don't want no trouble.
Yeah.
Texas does a good brisket.
Man does not live on brisket alone.
He cannot live on brisket alone.
Kickoff.
No comment.
Up to the 23-yard line. That's where the Seminoles will take over. Trying to get something positive to happen for them.
The weather is changing a little bit.
Yeah.
It's supposed to rain. If the game gets, I was talking to the guys up top, if the game does start getting more out of hand, they might run this clock in the fourth quarter.
Gotcha.
There's some things to keep in hand.
Yeah, we can see a little bit.
Keep in mind, I mean.
See a few clouds starting to roll in from the, is that from the west out there?
Yeah, that'd be the west.
Yep.
I don't need the weatherman. My knees tell me when the weather's coming.
Yes, sir.
Depending on the stiffness in it, determines if it's high pressure or low pressure.
Creekside started from their own 24-yard line. Quick pass out to the flat, long, strong arm throw. Catches his man out there. That gets the first down. That was a nice throw across. Showed his arm strength there.
If we had a question of what Creekside was going to do after halftime, continue to do what we do.
Caden Benson showed some arm strength there, throwing that ball all the way across the field like that. Get a completion for a first down.
And they're working on Jackson Curry, the backup linebacker, 31. They're making him be the stress defender where they're stressing him outside the pocket and then trying to run that guy, run him 35 yards and make that tackle, which is hard on anybody.
Yes.
Well, you look at DeSoto's defense. And the ball is loose. It's on the ground, and it's being picked up.
And Jackson Curry makes the play.
Jackson Curry makes the play.
You talked him up. You talked him up, Coach.
Once again, you have something positive happen, and then disaster. Creekside started off good, and then disaster. Here it is.
Yeah.
Makes the run. He just simply drops the football.
You know, sometimes you have these games where you just meet an opponent that you just can't do anything with. I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
If you play long enough or coach long enough, you're going to run into that. You know, and it's how you handle it, you know, will determine how you deal with it the next time, right?
Well, we did talk about, you know, it's a character game now.
Yeah.
It's a character game. Here comes the blitz.
And that's almost when you want Tiger not to catch it.
Yes. Just let it go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
And you're hearing that, you made a key word, here comes the blitz.
Yes. Yeah, Creekside has to do,
I would blitz every play.
That. Yeah, they
get out of that high safety look.
Yeah.
Jameson Carter came across untouched.
We can see now they've come out of that single high. They're in the cover two now, and see what happens from here.
Once again, out to the flat.
Good decision.
Baker's able to reel it in.
Take what the defense gives you. They give you that little, you know, take those 4 or 5 yards.
Picked up maybe 2 on that play.
And they're running plays as if they had the single high safety.
Right.
And now they're flat across. So look for DeSoto now. Here it go, being trips. Both receivers are on. That's not good.
Yeah, that's.
Field's wide open. Nobody there. He's going to take it running up the sideline. He's going to run for the first down.
That could have easily been a flag, though, for alignment for a player downfield because both receivers were covered up on that play.
Yeah, they were both covered up and they were both on the inside. So, you know, they got away with that. As soon as you said that, Coach, I looked at it and I was waiting for the official to throw that flag for legal formation, but let it go. I guess, you know, 49-0. That's,
you know, in the meantime, Keldon Ryan was able to make a big run. Looking to throw. That ball flattened out on him.
Great throw.
Yeah, it was. That was an excellent throw. You got that guy coming up underneath. You know he's there. So you got to place that ball just high enough and outside. We can't quite get there. Hope for your receiver to come down with that. That was a tough catch for him. He turned the way he did. But
yeah, Ethan Fester unable to come up with
2 hands on the ball.
They got Singleton one-on-one backside. Look for them to have some action back here.
There's a handoff. Once again, powering his way down to the 5-yard line. DeAndre Wrighton. Well, we're looking at it. DeSoto's not giving up off the gas. They're still doing their thing. We have a timeout on the field.
He's probably coaching right now for North Crowley. You got to get a team used to coming out of halftime and playing outside of halftime. You can't coach because the score is this way. That's my friend. We have to be looking at the bigger picture. They have a top-notch team who played 4 quarters today against Lancaster, getting a big win. They have to be ready.
Yep. Once again, he's coaching for the next game as well. Both teams coaching for the next game right now.
Yes, they are.
One coming in on a big high. The other's going to be coming in with a crushing defeat. And we're going to have offsides on the defense.
And that's smart by Byron. You see now linemen, when you come into the neutral zone, they just reach for you.
They just reach for you, yep.
And once they reach for you, that's it.
Yep.
There's no such thing as getting back. If I touch you, that's the case. So it's very, very well coached by them.
Yeah.
Coach Chuck and their line play, and smart by Byron. Those long arms with that 9-foot wingspan.
Yeah, he didn't even come out of his stance. He just put his arms out.
Well, I mean, first and goal from the 4-yard line. Eagles looking to add to their lead of 49-0. Yep, got to delay a game. Too much time running off the clock. I'm like you, Coach Fennell. I think they started that clock a little early.
It's kind of seemed like that to me early on in the first game. That clock was a little early.
Or just a little bit high right there.
They're trying to get everybody one.
Yep.
Van Troy has one on a punt return. Singleton blew by somebody. Sarad Baker has one. Tiger Ryden has a couple. Myson has one. The only one that doesn't have one is Booby Feaster. And they've tried 3 or 4 different times to get him the ball. Look for them to just go ahead and run the ball in with Tiger right now on the insert.
Not yet. Still trying. Here comes the pass rush. DeAndre Davis escaped from it, throws across the middle, found his man. Found his man. That was an awesome, excellent move. Flag down?
Yeah,
flag down.
Now, there was a hold right in front of the referee that he let go. I think the line judge might have seen it.
Singleton did a good job, though. That was an excellent route he ran to get open.
Very well could have been offsetting penalties with a pass interference
call.
call.
Yes, it could have been. Yes, sir.
Could have been out pass interference. Yes. Should have been a pass interference call because Singleton literally had to wrestle to get the ball.
Free.
Yeah, to get free. So the fact that they didn't see that part of it is tells you where the score is. Now look for them to throw the post to Dalen Singleton now.
It moves them out to the 13-yard line where it's 2nd down and goal. Here we go, the same play.
Same play.
And this time Singleton's able to hold on to it again for the touchdown, and we've got another flag down.
Hands to the face. When a lineman has no hat on, his hands to the face.
So the touchdown will count. Once again, the Eagles
I can call a lot of plays from up here. I can call a lot of plays from up here, you guys. I can call a lot of plays from up here, man.
Well, the Eagles come out clicking on all cylinders right after halftime as well.
The penalty is against the Seminoles.
It's interesting. After this extra point, we're gonna get a shot of Coach Mathis and watch his reaction on this touchdown.
It's a good snap.
Put
a new holder in, a new snapper in poise, CFIE.
Yeah, watch this replay. Watch Coach Mathis. Right there. He's like, what?
The foot is a balancing beam.
There he goes. Now he's got a big smile on his face. Got the clap of the hands. You know, when you're having fun, that's what you do.
Yeah.
you're having fun. I mean, you're having fun at the expense of another team.
Yeah, it happens.
But still, you're happy for your own boys. You're happy for your own players, and they're executing well.
Yeah. And sometimes it doesn't matter what you do. You're just better than the other team. Your execution is better. You're scoring. You're not maybe intentionally trying to score every play like that. You're trying to run some plays just to see some things. But as we see when scores get like this, sometimes that team is just better.
Yeah. Well, as both of you coaches have said, it doesn't matter who's in the game for you. Nope. You want to see them execute.
Yep.
They're at the same practice. They got the same playbook. You want to see those boys execute. You want to see them successful in doing it. So, big smile on Coach's face. That's going to put the Eagles up 56-0, 7:02 here in the third quarter. We're going to kick off from the 45-yard line after the penalty. Left-footed kicker drives into the end zone. And Creekside will take over at their own 25-yard line. So they started off good. Their first drive out, then they fumbled.
Ladies and gentlemen, this time, DeSoto ISD would like to say congratulations to a man who really deserves what has happened to him in life. Lieutenant Kirkland is now Captain
Coach at Creekside, he came in with a game plan.
Yep.
He came in with an excellent game plan.
Yep.
He had an idea of what he wanted his team to do. They worked on it. They talked about it. Nothing's going right for him today. We see him on the sideline here with his players. He just kind of, he's coaching for the next game.
Yeah, he's taking this all in. He's in thought mode right now.
Absolutely.
He's not going to show too many emotions right now, and he's going to hold them in because he's looking at the rest of this season. This is a learning experience for us. We travel a lot. But how often do we go play the number 4 ranked team in the nation?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Would this be different if it was at a different location? Maybe, maybe not. But
would it be different if it was later in the year? Maybe not.
Yeah. We don't know. That's why they put the ground on the ball on the ground and you snap.
Exactly.
I can tell you one thing. They're trying to move the pocket as much as possible.
That's a nice pass.
It was.
Pass over to Dickerson.
They're trying to move the pocket as much as possible. That time it was a straight drop back.
Yeah.
And a great throw for him. Kiki Abrams is on the sideline right now, too.
Yep,
so they're not getting back there just as fast. Not as fast.
Right. We're watching that highlight right there, and you can tell that it's not the same linebackers out there right now. That was the question we had earlier. When did you start pulling your starters to get ready for it?
This is play action right here.
Vincent rolling out, looking to throw, hits his man. Hits him up.
It's a bad spot. He caught the ball. He caught the ball and he never tried to make a move.
Yeah, he caught the ball at least 3 yards past where they marked it at.
That should be a first down.
That should be a first down.
Yeah. He didn't try to make a move.
Changing the play. Gonna go deep. He's got a man out there. Just overthrows him.
Just overthrow. That's the second time today he's just overthrown this guy that's gotten a step. And those are plays you'll go back and look at and say, what did we do on that play? Did we execute this play correctly? We just didn't follow through? Or did the defense make a mistake? And, so...
And that's why they play press.
Yeah.
That press coverage throws out the timing.
Yes.
Even though that guy got past him at the end, it makes it, you don't work on that in practice of getting jammed, then getting off and then running their route.
Again, Caden with the quick hitter across the middle, able to complete it for the first down.
Once again, the throw to their sideline again.
Yeah.
Here, it's probably been 12 throws to 2 to their sideline, 2 away from their sideline.
Yeah, he hit Bickerson with that. Well, we're going to have an offside. He got a little injury. Let's watch that last replay if we can real quick. You're looking at Kate, you're looking at Benson. He's got a good release. He fires that ball out there. Vickerson able to catch it. Make a couple of moves, but even then,
you can see why he had 300 yards last week.
But even then,
if you give him some time, he's completing passes.
There
when
he is. He's not
time.
even looking. He got rid of it too soon. I'm not going to say too soon, but his receiver wasn't expecting it, looks like.
Yeah, he was thinking back shoulder, and the receiver was thinking I need to keep running.
Yep.
On the same page.
So second down now, and 10. 47-yard line of the Eagles. And you know the Eagles want to preserve this shutout.
Yes.
Here's the quarterback draw right here. Hopefully the Eagles are sound on this.
Roll to the outside. You got a lot of room out there.
Good hit.
Kept up with a good tackle.
Good tackle.
Picked up about 9 yards on that.
Stopping short of that first down right there.
It's going to be 3rd and 1. Dixon looking over the defense. He's got trips up to the top. Doubles down to bottom. Empty backfield. Snaps low. Comes across quick. Oh, in and out of the hands. And everything's off to the races. There we go. That's going to be Guy Curtis. Number 18. I like that was the number 8.
Brian Kelly. How about being a backup and you getting that play?
Yeah, you get a TD.
I mean, I'm talking about you're beat on the play, it ricochets off his hands into your belly.
Yes.
And you're able to pick six it. And I think it might be a sideline warning on the coaches over there on that sideline.
I've coached the games like this myself.
Yeah.
And there are no words. It's tough. What can you do? Everything you try doesn't work.
Yeah, everything they tried so far hasn't worked, and when it did work, there's a mistake, a fumble or interception, has hurt you. So
from DeSoto's standpoint, you've scored on defense.
Yes.
You forced turnovers.
Yes.
You pressured the quarterback. You shut down the run.
Yep.
You've been able to run the ball on offense. You've been able to throw the ball for big plays. Your quarterback's been able to make them have to guard the whole field. The only thing, special teams, the only thing they have had an issue with has been the snap on extra points and penalties on being too excited on touchdowns.
Yes.
Which we haven't seen yet so far in the second half, so I'm sure that was addressed.
I'm sure that was addressed.
Line up for the extra point. High snap. Kick gets it down. Kick is up. Kick is good. Got a little extra crickets, more little pushing and shoving going on. Now we got a flag. Comes flying up. That's going to be against Creekside. Their frustration level is. Yeah, let's see if we can watch the interception again. That was a good throw. It's a good release. Gets in and out of the hands of his receiver.
Yeah, receiver just it's a good pass.
Well, this is not that particular play. This is the run. It's the
next play was the pass and tipped off. The receiver didn't catch it. He tipped it up and D-back grabbed it.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Here it is right here. Boom. The low snap, got it quickly off his hands, and he's off to the races.
Yeah, anytime you see that short throw, like the quick throw inside the interior portion of the defense, if you tip that ball, it could very well be pick six the other way every single time.
Yep.
10 minutes at the end of tonight's game, the stadium would be closed.
Well, that would be unfortunate against Creekside. Be enforced on the kickoff.
Sideline.
No, it was unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike. Yeah. Sideline unsportsmanlike. And that's just frustration. That's nothing more than frustration.
Yeah, it was on Coach Mathis. He was not a happy man. And he's still not happy.
No. Coach Mathis or Coach Dixon? He's on Creekside, right?
Yeah, Creekside. Coach Dixon.
Yeah, Coach Dixon at Creekside. What frustration?
Yeah, I'm on the wrong sideline.
In games like this, sometimes as a coach, you start seeing every little thing that the official hasn't called that go your way. So.
And this sounds crazy, but when do you practice an onside kick in a game situation? You can't practice onside kicks anymore in practice.
Right. Yeah,
Can't hit your own guys.
Yeah.
But if you kick it from the 30, why not try to practice kicking an onside kick? It's a real in-game situation opportunity.
Yep.
You won't get this in practice.
No.
You can practice the kick, but you can never really practice the coverage in any other circumstance.
And you don't want you guys to get hurt.
Yeah, but I mean, in this situation, they get the ball at the 19, 18-yard line.
Well, I can guarantee you one thing. Those kickers, they practice the onside kick.
Oh, yeah.
They want to kick the ball a certain way. They want it to bounce a certain way.
Even if they're just playing around.
Even if they're just playing around. We're practicing. There's a left-footed kicker up here now. He's not going to kick it out of the end zone. Here's the little squib right to one of the linemen.
You got to try it. You got to practice.
You got to try it.
You, out of respect, you got to know what type of person I am as a coach.
Right.
Well, it makes sense.
But I have to start getting ready for things that are going to help me win another state title.
Right.
And that onside kick, being able to do it. The unfortunate part is that punter is a left-handed kicker. So he needs to kick the onside kick to his left, which is their sideline.
Yeah.
They're going to be way more educated on their sideline than they are on our sideline. I can promise you that. I can promise you that.
Well, I think they expected it too.
Yeah.
I think Creekside was expecting it as well. Why kick it deep? What benefit is there to that? 2:22 left in the third quarter. Clock starts to run.
Got some new corners in the game and got new safeties in the game, you guys. This is where coverages can get busted.
They can get busted, that's right. New guys coming in.
This is the call I thought you said defense.
Yeah,
that's right.
They got a stack at the bottom. There's this play. Oh, he's wide open in the flat. Nobody's there with him. He's going to take it and run it up the sideline. Nice block. He's going to call.
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe it's a block in the back, because I thought that was a good block.
Perfect call for a new secondary.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Perfect, because they all bailed out.
Yeah.
Nobody knew their assignment. Who had the short guy?
Yep, he was wide open in the flat. But you see the line judge.
Yeah, he's talking to him.
Telling him what he did.
Yeah.
And why he threw the flag.
It's the thought you said defense of coverage.
Right. Yep, he's talking to him. He's explaining exactly why he threw the flag. So, learning experience for young Mr. Henderson. So that's going to make it first down and 15.
Yeah.
Low snap. Benson in trouble, and he goes down.
Go Billings.
Yeah, he doesn't have any time.
Roscoe Billings.
To take a look at anything else. He's got that ball has to be gone quick, or here's the result.
Roscoe Billings on the sack.
Get a chance. He's the one that kicked the onside kick the first play of the game. Way to make up for it in the game. You get you a sack. That's all forgotten now.
Yeah. By most, but not the coach.
You get another sack, it'll be forgotten.
That's right. They'll forget about it.
Again, here comes the jailbreaker. Once again, no blocking up front.
None.
Young Mr. Benson is
Jackson Curry on the sack.
Benson getting to know the turf up close and personal.
This is, you get these type of games, and this is not what I expected to see, right? I expected to see DeSoto come out and be that dominant top team, but I didn't expect Creekside, to almost implode.
Yeah.
Right? And it was forced by what DeSoto can and what they did do to them.
Exactly right.
So you can't take anything from DeSoto, but I didn't expect Creekside to not at least be in the game a little bit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the end of the third quarter. And DeSoto leading 63-0 over this Creekside Seminole squad. Is came all the way from Georgia.
Yep.
And they've run into
they ran into a buzzsaw.
I hate to use the term buzzsaw, but that's exactly what they've run into.
Yeah, they ran into a buzzsaw.
I've never seen this before. The referee stopped the quarterback. He stopped him and told him he couldn't run this play before the quarter ended. He was getting ready to snap that ball,
He said, hold
go. He said, hold up, let it be the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
It was 9 seconds left. And so,
so what that tells me is the word has come from upstairs. We're going to run this clock. Let's let this go. Get the play on the other side, and let's keep this clock moving. Let's not stop the clock. You know, as we see the clouds building, you know, we had a nice elevated level. You can see the rain shafts now starting to appear. You know, somebody's looking at the radar saying, all right, if we have the opportunity to get out of here, we got to get out of here. They just made the announcement, hey, 10 minutes after this game, you got to be out of this parking lot.
Yeah.
So they're going to try to get everybody out of here as fast as possible.
It'll be raining in 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, not good for the production crew.
Good for the production.
As we begin to tear down.
Yeah, not good for us.
There we go. Get into the fourth quarter. Third down and 24. The long pass out. It's going to be out of bounds. Unable to make the catch. So that's going to bring up fourth down and 24. Seminole send their punt unit onto the field. Looks like we got a running clock, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Clock is started 11:29, so.
And that's Jackson's Curry, little brother, who has found a way to get down here by us. one of the four Curry boys.
You got a timeout. Symbols call a timeout.
Here. Hey, man, don't throw that bottle over there, man. Get us in trouble. Now he's running 50-yard dash.
But you got to love the kid. Most kids these days are on a cell phone right now, sitting down, oblivious to the game.
Yeah, he's playing.
He's creating his own football game.
Yep.
I'm 100 feet in the air.
I like it. Yeah. I like it.
You know, it looks like DeSoto has a really big and supportive boosters.
Yeah.
Parents. Yeah, booster club.
Yeah.
Well, I think that over the last couple of years, I think one thing that I've always prided myself on, you usually see a lot of moms. With the last couple of groups, we've had tons of men who've been dads be a part of it. And I tell Clyde all the time, that's something that transfers to the football field.
Yes. Yeah.
When you have tons of dads that are there with their boys, and salute to all the moms, but when dads are there in their lives, it gives that ball.
Oh, that ball gets caught up in the breeze, and it goes out of bounds.
About the
12-yard line, I think.
He keeps moving, maybe.
Yep, right at the 12. So, once again, DeSoto set up with outstanding field position.
Yeah, there's nothing, what do you do?
Yeah.
Take 3 knees and kick a field goal? No, that's not what you do.
They're going to get a ball to a 6'2", 220-pound running back who's a sophomore.
Right.
Yeah.
Who hasn't really had many touches today. I understand why they want to get Tiger riding back in the flow of things.
Yeah.
So now, you're going to get a heavy dosage of 220 pounds.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if I'm Byron Washington, man, put me in the backfield. Give me the ball.
Yeah.
Let me take my 6'8", 400 pounds and make it dig a hole. And there he goes.
There he goes.
Up for the touchdown. One quick move. And Mr. Cook Johnson, Myron Cook Johnson, scores his second touchdown of the night.
I think on 3 carries, right?
Yeah.
Was that Myron or was that number 8? I couldn't quite see the number.
That's Mason.
That's Mason.
Mason? Okay, Mason.
Yeah.
Once again, my glasses aren't as strong as they used to be.
Oh, you're good.
It looked like Mason to me. So Mason.
That used to be Tyson back in the day or something like that. But now Daddy's name was Michael, so you want to make him be Mason.
Well, actually, as a father, how best do you claim your son? That's my son.
That is true. You're right. I didn't thought about
my
that.
son. So who's son? My son.
That's a good one.
Good snap, kick is up.
Oh, he missed it.
Barely.
Oh.
It barely sneaks across the
I mean,
line.
he's trying to pooch it over, isn't
Yeah,
he?
I guess so.
Yep.
He was being very gentle with the ball.
Yeah, let's see that replay. We can see Cook Johnson go off left tackle. Found a little crease break, a couple of tackles. Go right on into the end zone for his second touchdown of the day. That puts the Eagles up 70-0. 9:45 remaining here in the game. You know, as usual, the band's having a good time.
The band has blast.
You know, the bands always have a good time.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the score is. Nope. You know, Creekside's band, look at it. They don't care what the score is.
Nope.
They're here to entertain, and that's exactly what they're doing. They're entertaining. They'll be part of the Battle of the Bands tomorrow.
One thing about it is it's going to be not much time spent on Creekside when they get back on kickoff cover on film.
No.
It's going to be a lot of time spent on kickoff return, though.
Yep.
They got a whole movie on kickoff return. I mean, it might be 30 minutes to 2, you know. And that's my humor for the day, you guys, when the score is 70-0.
Yeah, you know what else is funny, though? Next week's, I think they're off next week, if I'm not mistaken. But
Creekside?
Yeah, whoever their next opponent is,
yeah.
You know, the first thing you're going to see is that onside kick.
Yeah.
Don't think they won't prepare for it.
Yeah.
Even though, you know, that was the only positive thing that happened today for them. Yeah, you look at Creekside's band over there. They are not letting the score dictate how they feel. No. They're having a good time. They've come all the way from Georgia themselves, and they're going to entertain, and they're going to enjoy themselves.
And if nothing else, the drummers got to get their beats in.
But, you know, we've all been in high school. It's something, whether they lose the game or win the game, it's a great experience for them.
Absolutely.
I never had a chance to travel in high school sports or going out and playing out of state. But you know, of course, in college you were able to do it, and of course in Little League. It's times like this that you remember more than the average district game you had.
Yep.
Yep.
The band's getting fired up now.
You always remember your road trips.
Always.
Good, bad, or indifferent.
Once again, here's a handoff. They got something too. They sound really good.
Yeah, they sound good.
Their halftime show was really spectacular.
You guys got them as a top contender for tomorrow?
You know, they could be there.
They could be.
Yeah, they could be. They could be a top contender for tomorrow.
Could be.
I mean, I look at DeSoto, you know, their band. They're no slouches either.
No.
You know, so yeah. So yeah, they could be top contenders for tomorrow.
Yeah, from what we've seen today, yeah, I go with that.
Yep.
Bill Woods was pretty good as well. Yeah, I thought Brian Bluff was good. Now, what show they give you tomorrow is going to definitely be different than what we saw today.
Absolutely, it will be. I just want to mention it one more time, though. You know, because tomorrow's, you know, Sunday, September 1st at 1 p.m. You know, they will be playing again tomorrow. You know, and so I am very excited to hear them tomorrow. Quick pass out to the flats. Enough for the first down. You know, as I mentioned, you know, tomorrow, September 1st at 1 p.m., the Battle Wave is taking over DeSoto Eagle Stadium. This event is a classic Battle of the Bands, featuring local high school marching bands alongside some of the best from historically black colleges and universities. It's going to be a day filled with rhythm, energy, and incredible performances. You can watch all the live action right here on MSW Entertainment. So don't miss your chance to see these talented musicians light up the field. Tickets are on sale now at msw-ent.com, with pre-sale tickets available for just $15. It's a Sunday afternoon you won't want to miss. A couple of HBCU bands will be here as well. I believe Texas Southern will be here. I think that's one of the bands that is going to be here. Clock still running. It's 70-0 here.
Once again, students, the stadium will be closed 10 minutes after the end of tonight's game. At this time, you need to call home, call your parents' job, call your granny's house, call somebody. Make sure they're here to pick you up in 10 minutes. After the end of tonight's game, the stadium will be closed. If you're on campus, you are subject to a citation.
Oh, well, I better get off the campus, man. I'm hanging out with them young kids. I don't want to get busted. Creekside, another snap. Out in the flat.
Great tackle.
Good quick kick. That's Corey Mims with the catch. One thing about Caden Benson, he's taken a couple of big hits, but he hasn't stopped throwing the football. He's tough. He's hanging in there, little quarterback. He's looking again. Here comes the rush. He's able to escape it. Moves up along the side. Takes it down to about the 32-yard line. You know, he kind of reminds me a little bit of Kyler Murray with his little moves.
Yeah.
He's kind of like that size. He kind of reminds me of a little bit of him.
Yeah. When you say Kyler Murray around DeSoto, it takes away 2 or 3 state championships that we were supposed to have.
I forgot where I was at.
And, you know, Clyde does not like that name. I don't like it as an alumni either. I think anybody from 2012 all the way through 14 does not like that name. We respect it, but we do not want to hear it.
Looking to go long, and he does. He's got a man, buddy.
18, so he's going to lead the area. It's interception.
Picks up another nice run back. He may go all the way, but he got a face. Oh, he's running by the back of the house. The flags are flying everywhere.
I like 18.
Yeah.
Making some plays on the ball.
That's Brian Kelly. Making a play on that. Going to add another 15 yards onto the end of that run. But he played the ball where the ball kind of hung up there. And he was able to pick it off and run it back.
An interception is an interception, is what you told me.
It is. Absolutely. Look here. Benson has a little bit better protection. Throws it deep. Comes back. See if we can see the face mask. We let it run. There's the face mask right there.
And you know what's strange? DeSoto must have a different set of chin straps and stuff on.
Yeah, his helmet stayed on.
The helmets have stayed on.
Yep.
And even with that face mask, his helmet stayed on.
Absolutely. That's a dangerous play, though, but still.
It definitely was. It could have.
He could have been a serious injury.
He might have to go see a masseuse a little later on tomorrow.
He had a full head of steam. He was on his way to picking 6.
So those are interesting right there because he didn't let go of the face mask. Like when you can get ejected for helmet to helmet, how is that not equivalent to that same kind of ejection?
I would say the same thing. Here's that face mask. Slow motion. He's got a head of steam. He reaches out. He just reaches out. Yeah.
You let it go right now. He kept it.
He kept it. Spun him all the way around. So yeah, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty for sure. I think they're going to come coach to talk to coach. That might be, he might get ejected for that. We got offsetting penalties. We got a holding on DeSoto.
Maybe that's why the defensive back coach was talking to 22 for so long.
Yeah, we had offsetting penalties on that. So
these are all post-possession, all right?
That's post-possession. Well,
yeah, that's offense going on the field. Too many 80s out there. Too many 80s.
Yes. So it happened after the interception. Negates an outstanding run back, however, but still DeSoto's football. They get the ball thrown 35-yard line, leading 70-0. Quick handoff up the middle, 25 with the football. He's getting his reps in. That's DeAndre Hardy.
They call him Adrian James. He's low to the ground. He's a box. He's hard to tackle.
First and 10, ball is fired at the 48-yard line.
First and 10. Hand off to him again. He dances inside. Quick move on inside. Keeps his feet moving. Rolls for about 6 yards on that. Yep, we're fast approaching the 5-minute mark. A little mix up in the backfield. Kind of threw the timing off a little bit as Howland runs into his running back.
Got a smaller center in the game, and every once in a while, when he gets a little bit of contact on top of him, you see 69, he's the shortest guy out there in the field. And so
he is the shortest guy.
Yeah.
I didn't even see him out there.
Yeah, it's going to be a little harder for him to shoot that ball up higher.
Yeah.
You know, he's
out there right in the middle. Gets it up there. Howell goes back, throws the ball deep, looking for somebody, and I think we had a little miscommunication.
Yeah. I would like to see Legend step into that throw instead of stepping back on the throw.
Pass incomplete. Marshall Kelly. Miscommunication somewhere. Push up the middle. Keep the legs going.
They got it.
Kept it driving, ended with the first down. That's a little bit of a power game. DeSoto showed a little bit of a power game. Speaking of band, you hear in the background, you hear the DeSoto Eagles band performing as well.
Hey, Gibson, maybe you can get in the game next week.
There's a handoff. The PA announcer here's got jokes.
Yeah, that's Mr. Holman, Braxton Holman, straight out of East Texas.
Okay, yeah, he's got jokes.
How good does it feel if you're number 18 right now? You're a backup safety. You got 2 picks, and one of them's a pick 6.
You might be starting next week now. Well, maybe.
I think you.
Or he gets around the end, 25.
I think you like it. Yeah. I think you say keep me in this role.
DeAndre Hardy. Now we got a flag down. More extracurricular activity. Somebody got their helmet ripped off. So that's going to be. We're going to have another unsportsmanlike, probably against Creekside.
Which is sad. The guy gets a personal foul for knocking your helmet off, and you have to come out the game.
That may be, no, it is against DeSoto. I thought maybe it might be against Paul for Creekside, but it's not. It's actually against Marshall Kelly.
Well, by the time they get the change there, it should be up under a minute, and this should probably be the last play of the game.
Let's see if they go for another 6. There's a low. Yeah, Coach Nell's having some technical difficulties. And we've got a few things to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out to this evening's football game. We really hope that everyone enjoyed it.
48 seconds remaining. Running clock.
All right, Chuck, I'm back. I'm having technical difficulties on the other side.
I'm not quite sure what happened. I think the wind got you.
Yeah, there's no telling what's going on. Maybe it said I'm hungry. I don't know.
There's a handoff. And Howell lowers his shoulder. Runs over a guy. Uses to go down. Won't let him go. Still more extracurricular activities going on. Referee's doing a good job trying to break it up, but as the clock continues to count down, the final 15 seconds. DeSoto's going to come away with a 70-0 victory, solidifying their position as number 4 in the nation with a big contest on the schedule for next week.
Yep. When point differential is in play, sometimes you have to score this many points.
And that's the final score as DeSoto Eagles defeat the Creekside Seminoles 70-0. We look at Creekside's upcoming schedule. Well, it was there briefly, but I'm sure we'll see it again. Their upcoming schedule is as they travel to West Side. Well, they were at West Side. They were in South Carolina last week. Next week they'll be at Forest Park, and then they come home to play Mays, Martin Luther King. Then they go to Pace Academy, at Drew Academy, and then they come home for Jackson, and they finish up on the road at Midtown. So it doesn't get any easier for them. But this game is a learning experience for them, so they will definitely take this, file it away, get a good night's sleep, and get fresh, go to start tomorrow. Here's the Olathe. Thought I was back home for a minute. DeSoto's.
I heard you.
DeSoto's schedule is coming up.
Yeah.
Next week they play North Crowley, and then Miller. They get Mesquite after that. Then they go to Waxahachie. Indeed. Then Duncanville comes here.
Duncanville's a big one.
Yes, it is. And they get Horn. And then they get Cedar Hill. They go to Cedar Hill for that. They get Skyline, a team that we'll see next week. And then they go to Lancaster to finish out the season. Finish out the regular season. Another big game for them. So, doesn't get easy for either team. But let's look at this. Let's kind of catch a few highlights. And unfortunately, most of the highlights are going to be from DeSoto.
Yeah.
Everything they did, everything they touched turned to gold.
Yeah, it was a gold day today. They got gold helmets on and everything. They like the Midas touch tonight.
Yep. We see here.
We can see why they are ranked as high as they are, and some say they could be #1 team in the nation. So,
fumble.
There's a fumble right there. Recovery, and it was we saw every phase of the game. Every phase of the game be at its top level for DeSoto.
Yeah.
Right.
They scored on offense.
They scored on offense.
They scored on defense.
Yeah.
They scored on special teams.
Yeah.
They put together a complete football game.
Yeah, this was a complete game.
A complete football game. But if you're Creekside on the other side of the ball, like I said, you kind of chalk this up and say, okay,
right,
it's one of those. Back to the drawing board. We've got stuff to work on this week for sure.
Right.
We played the #4 team in the nation. On the road.
Yeah.
After traveling here. So, it hurts.
After traveling back-to-back weeks.
Exactly. It hurts. It stings.
Yeah.
But you'll get over it.
Yes.
And you'll go on to the next week. You look here. And DeSoto, the same thing. Just because they won 70-0, they have to put this game out of their minds as well.
Yeah.
Act like they just won it 2-0. Yeah, they have to put it out as well. Oh, so as we stand up here, we'll wave at the camera. Hey, how you doing out there? I know the camera crew is excited the sun went down. The temperature's cooled off. But guys, it's been a wonderful day. We've had fun today. We started off hot. We've seen 4 good football teams that as the season goes on, they're just going to get better.
Yeah.
We want to thank you guys for giving us the opportunity to come here. We want to thank MSW Mid-Southwest for their hospitality. The
Coach
sponsors,
Jackson hanging out with us.
Coach Jackson hanging out with us. Thank you guys. We appreciate it. We'll see you next week in Dallas when Skyline will take on Fort Bend Marshall High School from Missouri City. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you. Good night.